Oops, I forgot to announce this in the server. That's important. People come here from the server. There's enough people in the server now that it warns me every time I do the announcement. Hello, everybody. Welcome to stream.
What the fuck is up, Sprimble
Do your train impression to begin the stream.
No.
You did a train whistle.
No. No. Okay, I didn't do that.
Okay, let's see if this works.
You just done did made up. Oh yeah, we're gonna find out whether it works in the middle of the stream. I love that part of.
Well, it's not the middle; it's the beginning. Windows Defender protected your PC.
Tell Windows Defender to Windows defend shit.
I'm attempting to record my own backup of this stream today too, by the way, because Twitch has been pooping on the VODs last time I streamed this, so oh, we're gonna have to get volume mixer.
Uh-oh.
We're about to die.
Oh no! Oopsie daisy! Fuckle nuggets!
Okay. This seems like reasonable volume now.
Is it at 1%?
2% looks fine.
Ooh, that's double what I expected.
Okay, let's make a... I'll just put this in the Juice World capture because it's not being used anymore.
How dare you put this in the Juice World capture? What the hell is wrong with you? You've desecrated ancestral homeland.
There we go.
How could you bring yourself to desecrate my ancestral homeland?
Fit the screen. Scale filtering. Point. Hello, Arrow.
Desecrating my ancestral homeland.
Arrow says she sneaks in.
Arrow sneaks in. Wait, Elena, what are you doing? Oh, it's the demo reel. It's the deal.
Ta-da! Angel Island Revisited.
Oh shit, you're about to play Sonic 3
Hydrocity Zone.
Before you do this, you might want to... Oh yeah, there's options. You might want to look at the options.
Background blur?
I would advise putting on at least a bit. It's a nice effect.
Well, the least you can have is 25%, which seems like a lot.
I mean, it's 25% of.
I guess
how
we can
much
always fix it later.
It doesn't mean that 25. It doesn't mean that each pixel is blurred 25% of the screen size.
We'll do Sonic and Tails. I always like that.
Same for sales.
2000% blur.
The game is a single colored pixel.
It doesn't seem to be doing anything. At least not that I can tell. It's not like... Oh.
Well, I mean, you put it on ridiculously low.
Well, it seemed really high. It was 25%.
Oh my god, but
the background's gonna be 25% blurred.
What does that
Oh,
mean?
well, that was quick. Oh god, I hate this. This is my least favorite of all of the special stages. My absolute least favorite.
They've been changed so they render differently now. So they run smoother and like look smoother, and it's easy.
Oh yeah, this is very smooth.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Weren't they supposed to turn into rings?
No, only when there are more than only when there's like ones in the middle.
I didn't know that.
It's like you're supposed to draw a circle. You can't have a circle of 4. That's just a cube.
You're just a cube.
No!
So how's the stream look? Is it working properly? Because I'm like recording it. I'm recording video at the same time, separately.
It looks like a stream of Sonic 3 Air, honey.
Okay.
I guess Arrow.
Just making sure that's not interrupting anything. Hello, Shan.
Hi, Shan. Arrow says, "You'll ever consider how close to Sonic Tails runs in the special stages?" Just right
Just
up
getting in there.
that hog ass. Sonic stops unexpectedly and Tails gets a face full of spikes.
Speaks.
Do you remember the end of the Shadow boss fight from Sonic Generations?
No.
Oh my fucking god, it's like the most hilarious thing. It's like, it's a section where like Shadow is running away from you, and you're like boosting towards him, and you kind of just like slowly catch up to him and boost into his back. And he's like kind of doing a tripping animation. It looks like you're kind of just sort of
Sonic has that
vaguely
really weird, like, if you press the button, he does this, there's this weird little, like, aura that comes around him.
It's
I
very
remember you
useful.
tried to explain what it was, but I never figured it out.
Okay, so I'll
When
quickly finish this thing. Okay, it deflects projectiles
Oh.
and also gives you iframes, so you can hit things through spikes, for example.
Gives you aims.
Okay, we're just gonna move on. Anyway, so what was I saying? I was saying, yeah, so in the Shadow boss fight in Generations at the end, you basically end up just running uncomfortably closely behind him. And as you do it, he starts dropping his rings and doing a little trip animation, until eventually you just hit him proper and he flies into the air and lands on the ground, like, you know, fucking GTA wasted me. But I love how one person online once described that as just tailgating him to death. Oh my god, honey. Oh, honey, you're getting
Oh
these,
yes,
these
happy
blue
birthday to
balls.
Arrow.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Above our best city. Above our best city.
There you go. Sorry, I accidentally became a Nokia halfway through that.
Oh.
Yeah, like the phone. Oh my god. Didn't the Nokia used to have a music composer on it, so you could compose your own MIDIs? Oh, that... If that's the case, then I wish we had shit like that still. Arrow, please don't tweet about my lifestyle. This is a public stream.
Now what?
Collect the rest of the blue balls.
Where?
On the planetoid you're on.
Well, I know that, but where?
Have you considered looking?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Well, they were just there! You
What?
literally almost... You turned around at the last minute and did a 180 away from
Because
them!
there was a path I wanted to go down that I thought they might be at.
Later, I swear... In chat, I was like, oh my god, you just saw them and you turned around!
I didn't see them. Well,
Every...
there's still more. Why are these stages so big?
Why are they so big?
It's too much. What? That wasn't it? Oh my god.
What do you mean that wasn't it?
That was it. Finally.
You're
Good
so-
grief. Why is there so much?
Why is this so... I played Pizza Time Explosion and after 25 seconds I'm like, why does this just keep going? I get the idea, it's pizza, asshole! Oh, it's fucking cool, Sham.
The music in this stage makes me nostalgic, but only for Flash games I played as a kid. It had this song in it.
Fun?
I didn't grow up with actual Sonic. I grew up with the Flash game. Did you know there's so many games that I thought actually like they were Flash games at the time? Like I thought that was just how their original form. Like I thought The Legend of Zelda was a Flash game.
Honey, you are an interesting woman sometimes.
And I thought the same about Sonic too, because I'd only ever seen Sonic as a Flash game. How was I supposed to know?
Well, it sure is a good thing you had people around you to eventually educate you. And look at you now, you're playing Sonic 3 Air.
Oh, this is like the original Sonic.
Yeah, as in it's awkward.
There was, I remember, well, when I was little and I didn't understand how to make games, I did pencil and paper games where I would just, like, draw the game, and, like, how you're supposed to play it is you're supposed to just draw on it like where you wanted the character to go, like draw a line.
Oh,
and other people had the Flash game experience that I had.
You could, like, wouldn't it be fun to make a platformer where, like, what you're controlling is the ongoing line of a pencil, and it's all drawn in pencil?
Yeah, I wanted to. I wasn't finished talking about that.
Oh, sorry.
I had one that was called Castle Quest, and I remember writing on it that it was inspired by the Legend of Zelda online games, because I thought that they were. I thought Zelda was just online Flash games.
Oh god. I never really played many Flash games. As a kid, even as a kid, I was like a very picky player. So a lot of Flash games, I was just like, these feel janky. Like,
I had no concept of that as a kid.
I actually understand one of the first games I ever played was Sonic Adventure 2, right?
I also didn't realize that games were made out of pixels as a kid either. I talked about that on stream before.
When Sonic Heroes came out, I literally was like, this game doesn't feel as good.
I mean, when I was that age, I also didn't know how games were made. I thought that they had to draw like every single frame that the game could possibly be in, you know, like a Game & Watch.
That's pretty creepy.
I didn't get to experience video games a lot, so I didn't really understand them, I guess.
I spent like a life playing video games. That's weird to me.
You see, like I didn't have anything to play, so like I couldn't be picky because like Flash games are all I had to play.
Do you like the gumball machine? You should probably
What the heck
grab
was
some
that?
of the bees. Grab some of the bees. You didn't grab any of the bees.
I didn't know what the heck was going on.
You didn't grab any of the bees.
I've never seen that before, by the way.
You
I've never seen that minigame. That was my first experience with it.
And hit a star post, and I think on the original one, it only plays if you're playing Sonic 3. If you're playing and Knuckles, you get the other one you've done. The one with the slot machine.
I remember one with like a thing that you had to like a bar you had to swing around or something, and I could never figure out how to do that.
Oh, it was the orb you swing around. Oh, I fucking love that. Oh my god, did you get... Oh, you got bridge burn. You got bridge burn. You got bridge burn.
Yeah, this was my least favorite of all the classic Sonic games.
That's weird, because both I and most people consider this one like the best.
You just didn't do it for me. This and Sonic Mania. Well, I like Sonic Mania slightly better than this one, but it's not much better.
I mean, it makes sense because Sonic Mania follows after this, because it's trying to follow after the one everybody thinks is the best, except for like you and people who only ever played Sonic 2. The same way that there's a load of people who just think.
Oh, Tails just killed the boss for me.
Yeah, Tails is the
see?
MVP.
Wow, that's much better than he was in Sonic 2. Ruining my special stage score.
Blur. Hello, Elfie. Elfie's in the chat. I don't know why I said that like Cassie. Like Cassie aura.
There he is.
It's Nunkles.
Hydrocity Zone.
Hydro City Zone.
I had to say it just because Arrow was saying it earlier. I knew I had to.
It's a city full of water. It's Hydro City!
This doesn't look like much of a city to me. What the heck was that? I think definitely Sonic CD is my favorite of the classic Sonic games. At this point.
That's just.
I really enjoyed that game.
Just because it's like mostly it's completionist centric, and you're kind of. I'm not saying that you're a completionist. I'm just saying that you're a completionist. Arrow, I swear to fucking god, I will come over to your house and suplex you through a diamond.
What?
You heard me.
She keeps saying Hydrocity.
It's Hydro City! No, shut down! It's Hydro City! It's a city full of water!
It doesn't look like a city to me.
Doesn't look like a city to me.
Just
What's it look like then?
Just looks like Hydrocity.
What the fuck does that mean?
It would mean like,
Yeah, what's
What's
that
the word
mean?
I'm
Come on,
thinking
honey. Come on, fucking finish your sentence.
I
Come on, I
can't.
dare you. You can't do it. Honey, you can't just win
It's
every
like-
argument by trying.
it's like electricity, but water.
Well, wouldn't they just call it moistitude?
Well, how come you don't call it Electricity? Electricity.
I'm gonna make a level in something called electricity, and you are gonna poop. What the fuck is moistitude? It doesn't. You can assess a cake's value on its moistitude.
I'm gonna assess your value on your moistitude.
Oh, sorry. Shad's like, where are the shops? I wasn't aware it had to be a capitalist
Uh-oh,
city.
Tails is dying. Bis, I can't get out of this area. Oh,
Okay,
there's
honey,
a thing.
Yeah, I was about to say, I have a feeling that maybe the reason you don't like this one is your tendency to just assume. You do have a tendency to just be like, I guess there's nothing. Moistitude is my attitude, says Arrow.
Alright, here we go. It's that Grand Theft Auto meme. Every time,
Shit. Here we go again.
yeah, every time I play this, it's that meme.
My favorite part about the pronunciation in that is just gen as gien. Gien. Such a breathy way of saying again.
It's because it's serious business.
Invalid username, you can't just fucking do that shit in chat. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, long
Have
time
you
no see,
seen
by
this?
the way.
I
haven't seen invalid username for a while.
When you see what
I see it.
it's fucking awful. It's
I'm fine with it.
cursed. How
I
dare
got no
you?
problem with this.
Gaming is not allowed here. Only Sonic King.
God, and these stages make me sick too with the quick turns. Oh god, when it starts moving this fast and like quickly turning, my eyes are like dying. Squirtle.
I love how like there's exactly two kinds of people. People who love Blue Sphere. People who would happily have a Blue Sphere body pillow. And then people who are physically, just literally despise it. They want to claw at the eyes of whoever designed this. No gaming. That's right, invalid username. No gaming allowed. We've banned it. We've straight up banned
Arrow
it.
says whispers Hydrocity.
You know, Arrow, I'm not going to rise to it anymore. I'm sorry. I feel like I've already won. To continue arguing is to imply that we're on an even playing field still.
Oh, Tails leave. Tails was out of there.
What the fuck just... Oh yeah, I think I know why it is. I think, so obviously, you know, 16-bit games, like, load and unload, like, graphics data, right? I think that section, like that ring, when you exit it, there tends to be some graphics loading errors in the original. Maybe Tails disappearing has something to do with that.
No, he hit a spring and went and left.
Oh, he hit the spring, never mind.
Yeah, he hit.
Are
he,
you sure?
He hit a
I
spring
swear
and
to
left.
God I saw... I
There was the
swear to God I
sound.
saw
You don't
some
have sound on,
artifacts.
I presume, but it went
Oh, I don't,
boing,
yeah.
and he goes flying off.
That's fair. I can't. Yeah, and also like, yeah, it makes sense. I can't afford to have sound on because then I have to hear my own fucking sticky toffee pudding voice.
I actually don't mind my own voice. Apparently, some people mind it.
I don't think anybody minds it. I think people are just shitty.
Oh poop! I get complaints.
Oh. I'm sorry about you.
Spum Bist, Elfie says. Ouch. Oh, I remember hating this boss.
I just realized you've spelt it with an I.
Yeah, so it's Spum Bist. Oh, thank you, Tails, for collecting that for me. Yeah, I hate this boss battle. This is an awful one.
I love this boss.
It's like that one in Sonic 2 where I couldn't avoid the things spinning around it, no matter how hard I tried.
Well, I mean, you can wait until it stops moving, and also you can, like...
Wait, you can bounce this?
Yeah, you can... Elena,
what the heck?
Yeah, you can bounce this.
What? Excuse me?
There was an entire mission in Sonic Generations about bouncing the signpost.
Really?
You've 100% that game.
No, I haven't. Remember, my save file got deleted before I could.
Oh. Never mind then. But there were like several missions that would just bounce the signpost.
Well, I think I remember those, but I wouldn't have, like, thought that... I didn't know it came from here.
You wouldn't have thought that bouncing the signpost comes from the games that have the signpost?
No. I thought that was just a thing made up for Sonic Generations, like lots of the things in those missions were.
What was made up for Sonic Generations? Give me one example.
Like those stages where you have to, like, ride the balloons.
Wait, ride the balloons? What do you mean?
Yeah, there's like... I never finished that one, and I'm so upset because I was working on trying to finish that one, and like the game had an issue, and I was just gonna restart it, and then accidentally hit new game, and there was no option to like confirm. It just did it, and then it's like, nope, you hit new game. Okay, your save file's gone now. Bye bye. Start it over.
Wait, what do you mean ride the balloons?
There was little balloons you had to grab onto or jump on top of.
Oh, well, that's not made up from that. Those are the balloons from Sonic Adventure that Amy uses to exit levels. Do you remember?
No.
At the end of every level as Amy, you'd grab onto a balloon and take it to safety.
I have no memory of that.
Let's have a look at chat. Oh, you just...
Get in there. Get in there. No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Chen says I have the most soothing voice.
You do have like a very calm, mellow voice. You are a soothing presence.
Except for when something ridiculous happens. Then I get a little noisy.
I love how like when you get noisy, it's such an event. It usually means I've done something. Please ignore the sound of my stream. Furry incel. They'll probably shut up eventually.
Cat cameo on stream.
Catameo.
Ring, ring, ring. So I've played this before. I just played the original, just Sonic and Knuckles. With no additions.
Suckles.
No.
That does not... Wait, why would that make Amy a clown? Because she hold on to balloon.
Because, Bis, don't you know, only clowns hold balloons.
What about
balloons are only for clowns.
What about Upman?
You're Upman.
No! Okay. Also for the record...
Is that a Mega Man boss? Upman?
They're really running out of ideas.
The guy in Up was secretly a clown.
Does it ever fuck you off to think that every robot... Okay, Elena. Elena.
Oh, I didn't know it kept going up.
Whenever you have trouble with something in a video game, it's always something I would never expect. It's always just like, well, I decided to leave the path of the fan immediately, and I'm not high enough.
I just assumed it was like many other things in games like that, where it just makes you float at a particular height.
It's a fucking Sonic game, honey. If there was ever a game which was gonna do it the analog way rather than digital, wouldn't it be this?
And wouldn't it be Bis? Now
I've just got that one song stuck in my head.
What
Hit and
song?
miss. I guess they
Oh,
never
that.
miss, huh?
I
Gotta
forgot
break
about
that.
that.
Doesn't kiss ya. You'll find a new girl and he won't miss ya. That was a good meme. That was a good meme.
Hit the dab like Wiz Khalifa.
Okay, I was so weirded out because that's the name of a Dragon Ball character. So for ages I thought that's just what it was referencing, but no, that's it's
I mean,
like
there is a sample from Street Fighter in that song.
Is that holy shit?
There's a couple Street Fighter samples in that song. I think it's like right at the beginning of that part. It's like it's the clip from Street Fighter goes fight.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Goes fight, hit or miss. I guess they never miss, huh? Yeah, see, it's this one. That's the one I could never figure out how to do.
Oh, it may.
That happens every time I go there.
Elena, you've beaten Sonic Mania, right?
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out there either. I think I remember that was in there.
No. It was the gimmick of the final level, and you had to master it in order to finish the game.
Yeah, that's
so
the stage that I kept maxing out the timer on, because I. This game and Sonic Mania are the two Sonic games where I max out the timer.
Elena.
And get game overs because I ran out of time.
I don't know what. Okay, so you have trouble with the balls you orbit. So you have trouble with the balls you orbit around.
Yeah, I mean, at least in Sonic Mania, they were like part of the level, so I had multiple tries to make them do something. Whereas that, you're just thrown in, it's like, wait, what? No! I don't know what to do!
I think,
like it takes me several tries every time that there's one of those, and I don't get several tries there.
Okay, so I have a thought process, right? Do you understand what they do conceptually?
No.
Okay, I think that's the problem. You need to think about them as if
especially
they were
when I played Sonic 3, I only get to see them for half a second, and like...
you immediately jump into the pit.
Exactly, it's like, I don't know what the heck this is supposed to be.
Well, if you don't press anything for like a couple seconds, you'll see yourself orbit around the ball. And then it's like, and then you can just be like, it's as if I'm moving around this ball partially in the Z-axis. If I jump off at the right time, I will jump off the ball at an angle.
I'll jump off your ball at an angle.
Elena, it's the middle of the stream. You can just, you know.
There you go. Hi, Glitchily.
Wow, we're busting out the flat Elena emote already. Wait, hold on. I shouldn't have worded that way. It's a new conspiracy theory, flat Elena.
Oh. There he is.
It's Knuckle Man.
But yeah, I think Sonic CD was also the classic Sonic game that I struggled the least with.
That's mostly because the levels are like just kind of open and easy and don't really have, and they're kind of just like they're designed mostly to be like explored for 100%.
Hello, Annie.
Hello, Annie. I can extend the A further than you can.
Hey. Makes me think of this Fonzie from Happy Days, and that my dad told me that when I was little, I didn't realize he was called the Fonz, and I thought he was called the Thumbs. So I go, "Hey, I'm the Thumbs," when I was little to imitate him.
I'm gonna fucking die. I love it. He just gives the thumbs up because it's like his gimmick. That's like his brand is thumb.
I don't remember half these things, but like my parents like remind me of weird things that I thought when I was a little kid.
How dare you accuse us of being silly? This is a serious production.
I of course remember that my sister was like that too, and of course I was old enough to remember when she did things like that. I remember one in particular was for a while she decided that she was a baby turtle. and would hear nothing else. Like, if you call her anything else, she'd say, "No, I'm a baby turtle."
Like, you know the insta-shield?
Yeah.
It also extends the range of your attacks. You could probably get more hits in with the insta-shield. I think you can hit him from a normal jump if you time
Arrow
it
says
right
this
with
is
the
Eggman's
shield.
poop machine. Exploding poop.
It's
Poop
not.
explosions.
I don't like this.
Well,
Oh, wait, no.
either that or he's laying eggs.
You know you can also use the water blast from the bombs to shoot yourself up.
Oh, I thought that was a hazard I was trying to avoid.
Nope.
What? But this, it hurt me.
No, from the bombs.
Oh. Well, why would I assume that wasn't a hazard I was trying to avoid?
Because it's not the explosion that's down below, it's a splash thing.
Well, I thought
Also,
that
think
was
it's
the explosion. Bunnies!
Wait.
Bunnies aren't supposed to get wet though, so this is not very good.
Well, some of them are seals, so the seals are fine. The bunnies
yeah.
are absolutely fucked.
Because he says bunny, bunny, bunny.
Bunny, bunny, bunny. It's so funny.
I only remember
what's wrong
Hydrocity Zone because of its name.
They aren't gremlins.
I don't think I otherwise would have remembered it. I remember this stage. So far I'm remembering the
imagine-
stages better. I guess probably because it was more recently that I played Sonic 3. It was in the last few years.
Could you imagine if bunnies were gremlins? Like, you get a bunny wet and a jackalope comes out?
You don't want to get them wet because they can go into shock.
Elena, I swear to God, if you... Oh, thank God. I was so worried you were about
Because they
to
get cold.
crushed. I'm sorry, Aaron.
Whee! Hello, Baconside.
Hello, Bide. Actually, no, I shouldn't call people Bide. In the current climate, it sounds too close to Biden. Hello, Baconside.
Biss, I'm stuck. Oh. Ah!
Have you already figured out how to get
Oh.
past? Oh. You're approaching the spikes really slowly.
I couldn't stop! I couldn't make it stop!
I fucking love you.
Maybe it's warm water, Elfie says.
Maybe. Well, I mean, it is on Angel Island, which is
No, stop.
ostensibly
Okay.
a tropical island, so maybe. Like, if there's any light access to that water, then probably.
This game is making me feel like my games look ugly.
Oh, I've heard that I've heard that Sally X Nicole is good. I never read the American comics, or I should say Archie at this point. Saying the American comics doesn't mean anything now that IDW's around. Yeah, I never read Archie comics. They seem interesting though. Interesting in like an inconsistent quality way, but that's kind of like the main franchise to begin with. It's stuff thrown at the wall, and occasionally it's a masterpiece. And even when it isn't, it's at least interesting.
Oh, mama.
You okay, honey? You
No.
having an experience?
I remember really not liking this mechanic with this top.
With the Beyblade.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not huge on the Beyblade. I think it's a bit confused.
The babe
They do-
laid.
Beyblade. Oh my god, that sounds like a novelization of Johnny Bravo with first person narration. The Beyblade. Oh.
In order to, so I was talking about how I'm recording this stream as well as streaming it so that I have my own backup because Twitch really screwed stuff up the other day, and well, most of my stream of Zelda is just gone, and how I had to save it was because, or I had to watch the video back in my browser and record it with OBS. And my Plants vs. Zombies stream, I noticed, has been screwed up too because when you export it or download it, the audio gets severely, like, desynced. Like the audio goes out for a second around like 37 seconds in, and then it's like way ahead of where it's supposed to be for the whole rest of the video, and like it skips ahead a couple more times later on too.
I've heard that Ian Flynn is amazing and a miracle worker. I've heard.
Oops, time for this. And then
I'm gonna be okay, Shan. If it is that unpopular over there, that's weird, because I think like Europe, on the whole, liked Sega a lot more than America did. So if it was unpopular in Sweden, that's like a weird outlier on the continent.
yeah, if you watch it back on Twitch, the audio is correct, but the chat is extremely desynced. So something went horribly wrong.
Otherwise,
that
known
stream
as
too.
Dicked.
So I'm going to have to do like I did with the Zelda one and just watch it back in my browser and record it as it's playing back in OBS. Which is going to take me like 2.5 hours, of course, because that's how long the stream is. Oh, fiddlesticks.
Oops. Oops! To quote Aaron Hansen. Oh, fuck. Oh yeah, basically, so there was 2 American cartoons, and I hate them both to differing extents. The first one was the slapstick one, and okay, it's like whatever. It's like not that much anything, but I don't really begrudge it too much. The other one was like the edgy one. I distinctly dislike that one. Just because for years people from America would be like, why aren't the games just the cartoon I watched as a kid? Why is any of this different than the cartoon? And they'd act like the cartoon was so profound and that storytelling was so meaningful. But like, I think it only came off that way by virtue of the fact that it was on American kids' TV, which at the time didn't have much good.
I don't like how long the stages are in this game. That's one thing I remember not liking. So long. That's why I run into the timer. They're long and windy, and I get lost, and I run out of time, and I have to start the whole stage over again. And even these are like way too long.
Sonic is an interesting franchise. I think the fact that I've spent my entire life studying it and there's still stuff I'm learning today is a testament to that.
I feel bad about how the graphics in my game look after looking at this, though.
Looking at what?
This game.
Looking at Sonic 3? Do you mean the special stages specifically, or...?
No, the whole game. My game looks ugly compared to this.
Wait, why are you why specifically Sonic 3?
I don't know, well, it's just because this is what I'm playing right after I was working on my game.
I mean, your game has a distinctly different style. It's like...
Feels like a worse style.
Well, I mean, do you want me to give you a tutorial on how to sprite in the Sonic 3 style? I could probably give you some pointers. Well, that's not... Well, you can just do a different art style for your next project. Yeah, Alfie right. Consider how many people made Sonic 3.
I don't know how many people made Sonic 3.
I think at least at least 20. I think, probably. Did you know that Sonic 3 was made in 6 months? Did you know gaming Sonic 3 was apparently made in 6 fucking months?
So we're just agreeing that my game is ugly in comparison, then?
No, we are not fucking
just
agreeing
making
on that!
excuses for why it is?
We are not making excuses! No, we are not making fucking excuses for that. I said
reasons,
apples and oranges. Okay, Elena, look this way. Okay, what we're saying, we're not saying it's ugly, right? Okay. We're just saying that,
it's definitely better. That's what you're saying.
We're not fucking...
Because more people worked on it.
Okay, Elena, do you want your game to look like Sonic 3?
I just wanted to... I don't know. I just think this is like better.
Do you want me to, do you have a serious issue with how your game currently looks?
I don't know. I just like this. I feel like I've done a bad job with my graphics compared to this.
I don't think you've done a bad job at all.
Oh.
I mean, okay. At the end of the day, if you want, okay, that part of the ground that needs breaking through with a Beyblade.
What?
Like that part of the ground you were on a bit ago, which had the checkerboards in it. It's a part that like those blocks get broken by Beyblades.
How was I supposed to know that?
Well, by going on one on a Beyblade and learning.
Well, how would that ever have happened?
Because
there wasn't
it's a
one of
level
those
full
over
of
there.
Beyblades, and you can ride them, and then be on a block. I learnt it.
Well, why do I always end up not on them anymore? Like, I just assume they, like, end.
Is it because you just actively try to avoid being on Beyblades whenever possible?
Oh no, I thought that I just end and get kicked off of them. I've never, like, put any thought into it.
Oh yeah, Shan, Shan, if we're playing as Knuckles, it's gonna have to be in a second playthrough, because Knuckles, canonically, his storyline happens second. Oh honey, we should do a second playthrough for Knuckles. His story mode is short.
You didn't want to do that with Sonic 2.
No, because with Sonic 2, Tails and Sonic stories happen parallel. It's the same events.
Oh, I mean, you didn't want me to play as Knuckles in that.
Oh, because he's not canon to Sonic 2.
Oh, so we're being, like, pedantic. No, pedantic's
We're
not
not
the
being
word.
pedantic! No, we are following the fucking story here!
I didn't know that was so important. You usually don't care about those things.
What do you mean I usually do? Give me an example of me not caring about those things. Give me an example.
Elfie says there's a story.
Yes, there is a story. Especially with 3. 3's the most story-heavy one.
Sonic CD
You know,
had
okay.
story. Ouch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not as much as Sonic 3, though.
Oh, it had more as far as I could tell.
Well, the problem there is that you're only interpreting story as cutscenes. Sonic 3 has environmental storytelling.
That was only Act 1.
Hell yeah.
I'm not looking forward to the rest of this game at all.
Oh, honey, this is gonna be a weird.
It's
This is
so
gonna be.
long.
This might be worse than when you played Undertale in terms of like dissonance between the two of us.
Oh.
Because this game is like one of the few video games I actively gain any comfort from, and find any continual joy in. And you're just like
It exacerbates me.
It exacerbates the hell out of you. Also, can I make a controversial statement, seeing as Shan's talking about Crash Bandicoot and Sonic in chat? Crash Bandicoot plays like 3D Mario, but then has the aesthetics of Sonic, or at least the the marketing concept of Sonic. They literally just took Mario.
See, I couldn't get through there with
And
the
then-
top,
Well, you're not
so I had to
supposed
get off of it.
Well, okay, cool. You got off the top,
So there are
but you
points
also
where
broke.
it seems like
you
you have to
literally
get off.
broke through one of those platforms just then. The
It
platforms
just
that
kind
you
of
were like,
happened
how
against
mu-
my will, though. It just kind of happened.
But you still saw
think
it
I-
happen.
I didn't see what platform it was. It just kind of happened so fast. I thought it was like it happened so fast and everything. It seemed like it was just a scripted event. I probably would
What?
have assumed it was.
What you scripted?
Like this. Like this just looks like it doesn't seem like I'm not pressing any buttons. It just happens.
Yeah, because the spinning tops, when they're on the ground, they move forwards.
I didn't even
That's
know you
part
could
of how
have
they
them on the
function.
ground.
Oh my fucking god, Elena! I'm just. You're gonna be Aaron Hansening it, aren't you? That's alright. I can deal with this.
Imagine how this was when I played it on my own a couple years ago.
Here's the thing. Okay. For the record, I'm not making a statement about Crash Bandicoot's quality. All you have to do is take 1 second to evaluate your situation, but you're like deer in the headlights, and you instantly jump into the fail zone. The apples were nice.
I never
Those are
could
technically
figure out
not
those
apples
stages.
though, they're Wumpa fruit, which is one hell of a name.
I'll give you a Wumpa fruit. Oh.
Thank you, honey. I could do with a nice snack. Oh no! Oh no! You got brimbled!
Yeah.
Good thing you ever continue.
Not gonna get any more, I'm sure.
Oh, you can get continue reliably in this game. All you have to do is collect all the
Maybe
rings in
you
a
can.
Sphere stage.
I try to.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it means delaying the end of the stage just to grab the rings instead of, like, you know...
It stuck its tongue out at me and I died.
Honey, you know what those do.
I was trying to kill it.
You're doing the same thing you do in, like, a lot of boss fights, where you are so focused on offense that you just stand in the way of being hit. Yeah, no, they're not.
Why do I
they're
hit
not
those
apples.
spikes every single time?
Because I'm gonna be honest, honey. I think it's because you're brimbled. You just get brimbled when you play this, and then you don't focus, and then you just.
Why
do
does
the same-
why does just like a tiny background element have an official name?
Wait,
the fruit
the
on
Wumpa
those
fruit?
trees?
No, we're talking about Crash Bandicoot fruit.
Oh, I thought you were talking about these trees and that these are Wumpa fruit.
No, Wumpa fruit. I don't know what these are. They look like oranges to me, personally.
You look like oranges to me.
Wow, that's really a thing you just said to me, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, so you drop all your rings, but you only ever need one. That's fair. I tend to not really care about collecting things. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce it. But I'm gonna assume Aaron knows what she's talking about. I'm
Persimmons?
pretty sure she's eaten
I can't
fruit
get up
before.
there.
Okay, honey. You can
It's
get
too
up there.
high.
You can fucking get up there.
It's too high,
Honey.
Bis.
I'm fucking gonna destroy you! Get your ass back there and jump!
Look. He doesn't get up. I can't
Hold the jump button under the eye! Hold the fucking jump button under the fucking eye! You did it! You fucking hit it! I fucking told you! You just look at it, you're like, I can't do that, you just walk away. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Look too high up. I tried a couple times.
Well, were you holding the button the entire like until the peak of the jump arc?
Bacon says, Bis, how do you and Cass deal with me?
I don't fucking know, Bacon. I don't know. Oh, fuck.
It's amazing how I'm like this with Sonic, but then with Mario, I can beat those games with my eyes closed almost.
I'm gonna be honest. I think it's just because you don't have the mindset for Sonic. It's like Mario is something that is very like surface level. You can make observation. You can explain how Mario works very simplistically. It's
I was thinking about, I wanted to I'm not very good at speedrunning the original Mario Bros, but I would enjoy trying to do a very
Actually,
rusty speedrun on stream of the original
here's my
Super
way-
Mario Bros.
Here's my way of explaining it, right? Okay, Mario is not a 2D game, right? It is an XY game. The
What?
X and Y axis do not interact. They are set.
Oh, look at how many rings I got!
They are things you handle separately. And then
Oh,
the
wait,
other thing is
Never
Mario
mind, it
is
was only
very.
for a second.
I would also say that Mario is a game with very digital rules. It's kind of like chess, right? Like you can say X does Y, like hitting block from below small does not break it, or if it's brick, but it still reveals a block that secretly got a coin. But if you're big, it breaks the block, and all that stuff. Mario's got like chess rules. It's stuff that you can like very easily keep mentally track of. Sonic is about geometry and weight, which are things that you kind of have to feel more rather than know, if that makes sense.
Like Super Mario Bros. 2, when I played that on stream, I was able to beat the game in about 40 minutes after having not practiced at it in a long time. I felt pretty good about that. My very rusty 40-minute speedrun.
Oh, I remember that. That's a nice stream. Baconside, why are you saying Mario is too fast for you? You can just not hold the run button. I don't know if you joke. I don't know if that's like a joke. Mario's
the main Mario thing that I've played on the stream is Super Mario Maker 2.
Oh, you meant to say Sonic. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I was wondering why you were saying Mario. Oh yeah, wait. Like that's the thing is like Sonic is very much about like weight and physicality. I think weight is just the word I used.
Little birdies.
The way I quite often like to put it is that Sonic feels like a 2D version of Super Monkey Ball a lot of the time. If that makes sense. Which makes sense, because they're both games about animals that are balls some of the time.
Oh, here are the balloons that I recognized from Sonic Generations. They're right here.
Oh, so it wasn't even the balloon from Sonic Adventure. It was
They were a little bit different, where they had like little things you could grab onto at the bottom. And they would like float up, but they looked exactly like this. And you could bounce on them like this.
So I guess there's a reference to both balloons then. Mechanically one, the other this.
Oh god, isn't this the stage with the thing that I hate?
Depends what you hate.
My least favorite thing in all of Sonic, I believe, is in this stage.
Is it the barrel?
Yes. Because imagine me playing that not with you, like I'm playing that on my own.
Honey,
I got stuck there for hours.
I got stuck there for hours too.
Okay.
We could bond over this. Hello, Gamer Kid 1237905. We're pretty alright. We're living. We're playing a bit of Sonic Free Air.
Why is this like meaty on the bottom of it?
Those are balloons, honey.
Looks like meat to me.
Okay, so like, I get it. All you do is you press up and down. But like, there are so few things in Sonic, so few, where pressing buttons is how you interact with them.
Yeah, and
like that
never came up in the game before, so you'd have no precedent for it.
And like, okay, so like this, I get it. Okay, so in like fucking the first, okay, so in Mushroom Hill Zone they have the thing you press up and down on, but like that reacts instantly, so you can tell what it's doing.
I didn't see that.
You've definitely seen it if you've beaten the game. You've just probably forgotten. There's a thing.
No, I mean we were there.
No, we weren't in Mushroom Hill Zone.
Isn't that the first zone?
No, that's Angel Island Zone.
Oh, I thought that was Mushroom Hill.
There was no mushrooms!
I'm getting it confused with Green Hill, I guess.
You just hear hill, and you're like, first level.
What the heck was that? What was that thing that just went...
Wheel.
Oh, it's an item, but it's a blank one, I think. You should probably hit the little glowing orbs, because they turn to bees, and the bees give you different bubbles, or rings. Or they give
I don't want
lives.
any bees. You think I want bees?
Shad's like, what is that meaty, weird platform?
Exactly. That's what I was wondering.
I don't know, like, it's just a thing you stand... I just assumed it was red balloon material, you know? Like rubber.
What's your favorite Sonic game? I was discussing that earlier. I think my favorite is Sonic CD. I ended up really liking that one.
What's my favorite Sonic game? I don't know. Like, Sonic isn't like one consistent thing, so you can't have one favorite, I don't think.
See, like, the barrels are here before, and they don't do anything. Oh, here we go.
Sega Sonic is really nice. I think my favorite Sonic games are... If it's like a classic Sonic game, it's probably this one. What is the DNA thing?
It'd kill you.
Wait, is Shan behind on the stream?
Seems like it.
Because they're only just reacting to the DNA thing now.
That was a while ago now.
I think my favorite 3D one is Adventure, if we count that one mod that puts in the beta version of Windy Valley.
How do I
but
get
it's
out of
probably
here,
Sonic
Biss?
Adventure 2. If you count Fanworks, my favorite 3D one
Biss.
is Utopia. Well, jump over. Well, there's parts.
Biss.
Jump over. You can jump.
I tried to jump.
spaces.
I tried to!
Well, you missed the
Ah!
jump then. You can jump 2 spaces. You just have to jump at the last moment. Rather
Jump
than,
at your
like,
last
in
moment.
advance.
Oh, here's the barrel. They actually
It's
know
the
how
barrel.
to use.
It's the fucking barrel.
So it doesn't have to.
Ah. I haven't played Sega Sonic on a real cabinet, sadly. I probably will never get a chance to.
You could just, well, just get out your carpentry tools and build your own.
Well, I don't think you understand, honey. Sega Sonic uses a trackball.
Yeah, just go buy a trackball and install it in your own cabinet.
Do you know how hard it is to find, like, a trackball which is, like, calibrated correctly for a random arcade game from the fucking 90s?
No.
Also, it's a free-player game, so I have to spend the money on 3 fucking trackballs.
Yeah, just
Oh, God,
build
it's
it yourself.
Oh, honey, I don't think it's as easy as you're imagining it being.
Just
Also,
build the
I have to
arcade cabinet, Biz.
Also,
God.
I have to MacGyver the emulator to, like, use the trackballs somehow.
No, build the board.
I'm
To
not
emulate
building
it.
the fucking board! I'm not fucking doing it! I will
Just-
build my own game of a trackball if you want.
Just
I will-
build the game again over from scratch.
No, I'm gonna make a game called Booper Lena Straight to Fucking Hell, and it's gonna be a trackball game. I'll make my own cabinet. Make your own game with blackjack and fairies. You know what? I actually make my own games, and they're all fucking unfinished. Which is to say, I don't really make games, I half make them. I think that's a big sticking point about whether people enjoy Sonic. Is just, do they get upset when they lose their rings? Like, Cassie really gets upset. Like, she feels like the game is actively mocking her. And I'm just like, hee, rings go ting.
Funny rings go brr. You can't. Oh, there we go. It's always a struggle to figure out how you're supposed to get to the next place.
Oh, that's a mood, Elfie. Wait, what did you say, Elena?
It's always a struggle to figure out how to get to the next area. How to get to, like, the next platform from where I am.
Next time you have an example of that, please tell me.
Well, I just had one. I guess you weren't paying attention. But I was commenting about it, because it just happened.
I'm just watching you be in the canon.
Yeah, it was before that.
I don't know, I'm gonna be honest, right? Like, Mania had similar level design to the game, and the first time I played it, I didn't have that trouble. I think that, like, judging from times when I've played Sonic Mania multiplayer with people who aren't Sonic fans, I think just, like, I'm decently good at, like, navigating large 2D spaces. Whereas some people, I think, find them too abstract. Like, they don't have object permanence for the geometry of a 2D space.
Well, yeah, and also it's all, like, tile-based. So it just looks like the
there's,
same
like, a
things
layout.
over and over.
But there's, like, a layout. I mean, a forest looks like the same shit over and over again.
Now I've gone in a circle. See, this is what happens in Sonic 3.
Well, you know the circle now, just don't
No,
go
I
the way you
don't.
did last time.
It's
That's the problem!
I'm gonna recognize that I'm in the place that I was previously too soon. Like I don't always think, like, because it's a tile set, so I'm like, is this where I was before, or does it just look similar to it? Like, I can't tell.
I mean,
is it just the same
like,
tiles that were over there, or is it the
often-
exact same place?
But, like, how often does the game exactly repeat layouts? It doesn't.
I don't know. I have no way to tell that.
Well, I mean, you should be, like, shouldn't you at some point get, okay, you're going the same way again.
Figured that out just before you did.
Oh, fuck.
before you saw me do that. Oh god!
Yeah, I like the music in this stage too. It's one of the ones which has like Michael Jackson / Michael Jackson collaborator influence.
Look at that.
Direct influence.
Oh, I thought it was just clown music.
I mean, I'm gonna find out whoever composed this and find them on Twitter and be like, my girlfriend said that your song was clown music.
Well, I mean, it's Carnival Night Zone. Why would it not be clown music?
I mean, that's
I
fair.
think it's supposed to be clown music.
Oh god, the original track they had for this in the beta before they replaced it with this.
Ah, yes, my
was, like,
favorite
even
genre,
more-
clown music.
It's just penis music, but with horn honks.
Well, I mean, it even has the doot 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 as part of the
That's
part of the
fair.
tune. That's the clown song.
It's the clown song!
Entrance of the
music-
gladiators.
Literally, it's like, this is
Also
the
known
music
as
that was
clowns.
played inside my head.
To entertain my one brain cell, she says.
Aww.
It's like,
Look at those pre-rendered floating objects in the abyss.
that's so 90s.
It really is.
It's even got the little swirly thing. Alright, I'm leaving. This slot machine doesn't like me. I'm not winning anything.
And the moral of the story is, don't gamble!
Yeah, entrance of the gladiators. I just love that it's titled that, and like that it was intended to be like this dramatic, like or like celebratory, like Roman soldiers like returning home after battle, and then now everyone just associates it with clowns and like the circus and like or just like really like ridiculous things. Like
I
you, like
love
it's a
how-
song that gets used mockingly when like you know like you're trying to say something as like a circus, you know, things aren't going well.
Glitch Lily's like, I wish I was a pre-rendered object floating in an endless abyss.
Uh-oh, Biss, I'm about to drown.
Well, good luck with that, honey.
Oh, actually no, it was Tails that was drowning, never mind.
Also, like,
Tails drowning creepypasta.
Tails drowning. Hey Elena, did I ever mention
Tails
I love
drowns. Creepypasta. Oh, yes. I also, I did really like Spark the Electric Jester, somehow.
you? I think that's I'm gonna be honest, I think that's because Spark delivers Sonicisms in a more, like, digestible format, like, Spark has a lot of the same physics
I liked the
focus, but,
fighting
like,
in Spark.
Yeah, that's the thing, is, like, Spark doesn't have the Sonicisms as its main focus. It has it as garnish. And more easily accessible garnish, because he's less heavy.
I liked Spark 1 better than 2, but my opinion of 2 increased when we got to the end of it, because the end was really fun.
Fucking buff boy!
Kind of like,
Oh,
kind of like with Sonic 2, where like once I finally like beat the final boss, I like my opinion of the game improved, because it was a satisfying experience beating it.
Let's see how you feel after being the final boss of Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
I don't remember it being that hard, but maybe I used save states. I don't know.
I mean,
I must have used
probably.
save states with Sonic 2.
So I guess now you have to learn how to do it legit, hun. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if I did this game. Because you did say you thought the Sonic 2 boss was harder. I don't know where I'm supposed to go here.
I say that, but it might just be because I have more practice with 3. Well, okay, no, to the left, honey.
But there was no room.
There was... Okay, there was room.
See, you can't go through there.
I
And then
swear to God, this room.
See? Look.
Roll through.
That's what I was trying to do.
Are you sure that's not where you're supposed to go? I swear to
what?
God.
I tried that. It didn't work.
Good luck with your snack quest, Chan.
I got a HEP. What is HEP?
I have no fucking idea. Oh, I think it's rep. It repairs the springs on the bottom, which stop you from falling out.
Oh, that looked like an H to me.
That's fair. I mean, letters look like letters. And...
Actually got things out of there. Cassie always gets brimbused when you say H instead of H.
When I say H instead of H?
Instead of H.
H?
Yeah.
What the fuck's H?
That's how we refer to it.
You refer to
Letter
what?
H. The letter H.
What the fuck is the letter H? Give me it in a word.
Hamburger.
No, that is a H.
I told you, we call it H. Eros is Horus.
So it's an hamburger.
No.
Why is it... Well, if there's no H, how could it not be a hamburger? How could it be hamburger?
Well, not every letter, like, has the sound it makes in it. Like, what about W?
W.
I'll dub-bully you.
You couldn't bully me if you tried.
Because I can't get out of this space. Oh, here we go.
Honey, I swear to God, Every 5 minutes, you're like, I can't get out of here, Bis, help, and then you just get out within like 5 seconds! I feel like you've come into this dreading how it's gonna be, and you are actively kind of just panicking at everything as a result. Yeah, W has it in the end.
What? No! No, it doesn't. What?
Oh my God, you've done... Elena, you've done the ball one properly once, and then you're back to just reflexively jumping into the thing.
Well, I did it. I did that also the time that I managed to do it as well. But it worked that time.
Elena, I swear to God. This is fucking Neon Genesis Evangelion all over again. Give Shinji drugs! For people who don't have context, Elena dreamt that she was playing a game adaptation of Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Poop.
But like, it was
I don't
like
know what
she's never seen it, so it was her own imaginary version of it.
Apparently based on memories of things you said about it.
Yeah, so she imagined that instead of being a mech show, Shinji had his legs cut off and replaced with hologram legs. But that it's also a mech suit.
Yeah, it wasn't like... It was some weird thing. Like, it was a dream thing that didn't quite make sense. So we'll just say that he got turned into a cyborg. Makes more sense.
Yeah. And she also imagined that...
Cassie has informed us that she's eating ham. Bis, I don't know how to fight this boss.
Isn't it am in America? Because you don't have H. Shinji used a Sympho gear. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. I don't know who here has fucking watched Sympho gear out of me and Arrow, though. I mean, outside of me and Arrow.
Well, there go my ring. Do 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 dee do dee do. Dee do do dee.
Do you want like pro tips or something?
No! Well, I heard myself on your end.
Elena, the green electrodes are like an offensive weaponry thing. If you're gonna hit those, you want to use the insta shield.
But
Yes.
I'm trying to hit the top of the thing.
But like, okay, well you can't. Okay, so you try and hit the top of the thing.
in his butt.
Well, okay, you're trying to hit the top of the... Well, you try and hit the top, and then you hit the sides. So
well, and then that happens.
What happened? The ball gets dropped on you.
Oh, and then I lose my ring. Bis.
I'm just saying. What? Why? What do you mean? What? I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want, honey.
I want to beat the boss.
Well, okay. Just play it safe then, and only hit them once when they come down. If you're not, otherwise you have to do stuff that takes risks. And like, were you somebody else, I would trust you with the risks.
Oh,
But the fact that it's
thanks.
you. No, you are constantly panicking playing this game. You don't have the nerves to do any risky strats.
I like how Sonic looks a little bit better in Sonic 2 than in this. Like I like his sprite better in Sonic 2.
Well, you dislike, but you're valid.
What?
I don't like the Sonic 2 sprite that much. I think it's overrated.
It kind of just looks like the Sonic 1 sprite. Like I couldn't tell any difference.
Well, it's
And I like
shaped
that one better
differently.
too. So I don't really like this one.
It's softer and rounder and cuter though.
Yeah, it just doesn't. Something looks off about it to me, to my eye.
I mean, you're entitled to your
What?
opinion.
Oh, and that's a game over.
Yeah, because you keep touching the fucking green thing.
I didn't. I touched
You
like the top of
fucking
it.
did! Then you hit the green thing all the way down!
That part isn't green.
You literally touched green! Literally, you overlapped with green thing!
But it was the top part that poke out and is different.
I swear to fucking God, Elena!
What?
You're like, I didn't touch the green thing. I'm like, you did. And you're like, well, it wasn't, but it was the top of the green thing. It's like, yeah, it's still
It
the
was the
green
little,
thing.
but the part on the top isn't green.
It is green! It's green!
No, see, it's like
fucking
red
green!
and blue, and there's like a black orb.
What the fuck are you talking about? There's no
The little part
red
that
and...
sticks up.
It's not red and black. It's green. I can see on my screen.
Looking at it, it's like black and there's like a blue highlight.
It's the
And
dark
there's red
shade
on
of
the
green.
edges.
It's the dark shade of green, which I
mean
guess
the
looks
black?
bluish. It's not. It's
The black
it's
part?
It's clearly the same material as the green thing. It's just it's not that bottom lit like the green thing is, because it's above.
There's green on the bottom.
But that's because it's a highlight of a thing which is mostly black, but it's like the highlight is green because it's like a very dark green object and it's like downlit. I mean,
But it's pixel art.
uplit. So okay, so when I say the green thing, you don't interpret that as being the material which is implied to be green. You mean
What? Oh,
not
I ran out of time. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew we would hit the time limit.
honey. Yeah, Annie is like the top of it looks dark green to me.
Look how we're not even talking about anything relevant anymore. It's just... Oh god.
Oh god. I'm starting to wonder if I might end up regret doing this. I wonder if it might have been a mistake. Because the entire thing might just end up devolving to like you being stressed and confused, and then like me trying to explain what's going on.
And then I turn into a duck.
And then you make excuses.
Why?
Like that isn't
I tried
the
to roll
thing.
past it, but it didn't work.
You tried to roll past an object that was directly in your way.
I thought maybe rolling would prevent me from taking damage.
Well, I mean, it was. I guess you tried something and you got your answer, honey.
Oh, I need that ring! Please don't take the ring from me. It's so
You
important.
got the ring back. You got the ring back.
This is a
I'm proud of
very
you.
common Sonic experience for me. Just struggling to hold on to one ring to rule them all.
Oh
No!
god, you.
No, 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 I want away!
It's alright, honey. You've got this. I believe in you.
I'm
Just
glad
take
one
it
of us
slow.
does.
Take it slow. Don't do any risky strats. You can guarantee hits, and you can guarantee not getting hit.
Well, not that second part.
You can. The green ball, just don't be under where the ball drops.
Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get sucked in and there's nothing I can do about it.
Fine. Hold left.
But see, he like bounces off the side of the screen.
Yeah, but you've got enough space. You'll be fine. Just bop them once and hit them from the top.
But then it's gonna take forever. I'd rather die than have to boss battle take forever.
This is the
Tails
fucking
beat
problem.
it! Tails did it!
This is
Thank
the
you,
fucking
Tails.
problem with you.
I didn't even do it. Tails beat it.
I mean, okay, that means there's only one more hit, so it wasn't gonna take forever.
MVP Tails, Arrow says.
You literally spend all your time in bosses rushing and then complaining that you don't win. This is like a consistent theme amongst multiple games of you. Oh, fuck.
Oh, I remember this song. Oh, yeah, I remember this stage.
Ice Cap is great.
I also remember this stage taking me hours as well because I kept getting lost.
Wait, what? In Ice Cap?
Yes. I think Act 2.
Oh,
I don't think it was Act 1. Well, maybe.
Oh, no.
Maybe it is Act 1. No, I'm seeing what it looks like.
Oh no, I think I know where you got lost.
Oh yeah, but it's this stage with these things.
I think you got lost because you can't like navigate in a 2D space. You probably got bumbused by the Y loop section, like Y-axis loop. Do you remember there was like one in Metropolis Zone in Sonic 2?
Huh?
A Y-axis, a Y looping area, like an area which vertically loops.
Oh. No, I don't remember that.
It was in Sonic 2. We played it like a last week.
I don't remember.
Okay then, honey.
I don't remember any of that.
Okay. Okay. Do you understand the concept of a section that loops vertically?
Not really. Those have always confused me in Sonic.
No, but do you understand what, like, functionally, like, even if it doesn't make sense from, like, a story point of view, do you understand?
No, I
like,
don't understand it physically.
You...
I always just, like, fumble through them for a while and then eventually get out somehow.
Honey... Honey... I don't know if I can take this.
There you go.
Oh, fuck. I don't get paid enough for this.
Oh. Whoa. I just remember missing a jump with those little swinging things and then like falling down really far and having to redo a bunch of it and like running out of time.
Oh, you jumped off the platform.
Oh.
Oh, you jumped off of it twice!
Somehow I got here.
Oh, nice, you found a Brimblebrand. Hello, Wolf HD, how you doing? I'm playing a bit of Sonic 3 Air. You know how it
XX
is.
Wolf HD XX, you mean?
How fucking formal.
Okay, now Sonic, it's very important that you do not die.
I mean, you're the one who decides that, honey.
I'm just giving Sonic the pep talk he needs to get me through this.
Have you ever considered just not going into the red balls?
What? Well, duh. It's easier said than done.
I don't know, when people say, like, speak to the character they're playing as, it always weirds me out. Because that's you. You're speaking to yourself.
I'm speaking to my mother, thank you.
Excuse me? Is this
don't
canon to the
know.
Elena lore? Were you birthed from Sonic's pussy?
I don't know.
Arrow's like, this has implications.
Sometimes I just say things without thinking about it, okay?
You really do just, like, to quote Cassie, Elena, sometimes you just say things!
Well, Cassie just says things sometimes too.
That's true.
There we go.
I'm pretty much the only person who never says anything. I don't speak.
You can't pronounce the X's and not pronounce the underscores. Oh, excuse me, XX underscore underscore Wolf HD underscore underscore XX.
It's a lot of underscores.
I'm tired.
Okay, Mario.
Yeah,
What?
Arrow's right. I'm known for being quiet.
When am I supposed?
Elena.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to jump off of it and get to some place. I didn't realize it was gonna go anywhere. Because it looked like it was just about to fall down and hit the ground. Oh!
Flat Elena's in chat, everybody! Flat Elena's in chat!
No!
It's the first Elena squish! I'm surprised it wasn't in Marble Garden Zone. That zone has so many squish hazards.
You even put it in chat, huh? I'll literally put 1 million of them.
Oh yeah, it's time for the Elena pancakes.
But I don't even need to make separate emotes for the channel. You already got your emote here.
Flat Elena emote. It's an Elena that's been sat on.
What if I just make that? Like, what if I just like fill up a slot with just that on its own? Then you could
Well, then
extra
I'm
flatten it.
Just extra flat! Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Arrow says.
Oh my god.
Arrow agrees. We had the same idea.
I'm tired.
we do have like several emote slots that we need to fill in though.
Do we have a Wiimote slot?
No.
I thought...
You have the Wiimote slot. I slotted
Is that a
I slotted
euphemism? Is it?
Maybe? You wanna take it that way?
What?
Oh yeah, I wanted to do the Weber emote. Because Weber's
Well,
my
I'm
favorite
not-
Animal Crossing character.
I will have no part in a Web emote. I refuse to acknowledge Web.
Whoa!
Did you get Brimbled? Yeah, you
Arrow
got
says
Brimbled.
Horus emotes. I don't want to do... Well, Bis doesn't like the idea of doing too much stuff that's like references to other things.
Yeah, like as much as the Horus emote would be kind of different though, because we're basically married to the dev at this point. The Horus dev wakes up in the morning and both of us are there with separate breakfasts in bed, and we speak in unison. Morning, honey.
It's 4 p.m. Time.
4 p.m. No. 4 p.m. Time for
Horus
time for
flattening.
your stock. No, it wouldn't be the Horus flattening. It'd be the stock electrocution death animation.
Well, I mean, Horus also got flattened in the game sometimes.
Oh,
Remember we joking
oh
about that?
yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck. Never mind. I'm talking Garbo. I'm not a real Horus fan, I guess.
Ha.
Like that's the thing is, I'm just saying, Elena. It's better to like make emotes about you and your chat than like. You
Well, I
know.
mean, Weber is like a voice I do.
Also, I think you can put the drop dash in this now from the options menu.
I'll put the drop dash in you.
Ooh.
No! What? How are you supposed to get through there?
Did you get Brimbled?
What?
Did you get Brimbled? Oh, you got Brimbled.
What is
You
with
got
that
Brimbled.
part?
You just, like, you're overcomplicating it. Just walk off the edge and then to go the other way.
But it's too fast.
It's not too fast, you can just do it. Like, you're wasting time charging a spin dash on that other platform.
Oh, you can jump during this. I thought this was just a cutscene.
No, it's not a cutscene, it's a gameplay segment.
Oh, but it kind of just ends, so I didn't. And
Well,
you
it
don't
kinda
have any control over that.
Well, yeah, you don't have
So
to...
there didn't seem to be
ends.
any benefit to controlling it. Basically, like I got less rings trying to
There's
like
different-
play.
Well, I mean, it's just something. It's like it's just kind of a toy, if that makes sense, you know.
Oh, like you.
It's like, Elena, this is the middle of stream. Can you please not? Can you please not, honey? I'm trying to be Brimbus to your gameplay skills. Now's not time for flirt.
I'm trying to Brimbus you back.
Wait, what do you mean? You're trying to Brimbus me back? I'm not being Brimbus by your gameplay skills.
Oh.
And then you tried to double Brimbus me.
Oh.
With like...
I'm trying to get you back for being Brimbus, I mean. Or something. I don't
by
know.
Brimbusing me.
I didn't think through this, okay?
My punishment
Achievement
for
complete.
being Brimbus is being Brimbus.
Is there an exit up there?
Achievement on... Oh, well, I need
Arrow
that
says
achievement.
Brimbus back ribs.
Arrow, it's the worst thing you've ever said. Get out of my house.
Give me my Brimbus back, Brimbus back, Brimbus back. Wow, I really didn't make it very far in this stage, did I?
Oh yeah, you really just died pretty quick.
That's the first
platform-
checkpoint in the stage where I was. Wow.
You know that platform that you ride down the slidey part?
Yeah.
It kind of looks like an old man with a mustache if you look at it real closely.
I thought it had a cat face.
Oh, could you please draw what you're seeing in that? Because I see an old man with a mustache.
Like a cat to me.
Chat, can we please do a vote? Is it a cat or an old man with a mustache?
Or is it a cattywampus?
Cattywampus. Just walk left.
Oh. I would never have thought of that.
Sometimes you just gotta not overcomplicate shit.
Then I had to spin dash, or else I would be too slow. You're too slow.
Well,
I thought
if
that
you
was gonna
spend
be
time
that.
charging, it's not faster. Also,
Yeah, but,
it's like
but he moved fast.
No, but you only need to move like 1 foot in order to get through the gap.
Whee!
Arrow's like, I will, but first I have to get into your house.
Oh, here's the cat. See the little cat ears?
I don't. I literally don't see the cat
There's
ears.
there's a glowing eyes, and there's the little triangles above the eyes. Those
Oh,
are the cat ears.
I see it now. I thought the cat ears were the eyes, and I thought the cat eyes were the mustache.
No, I interpreted the glowing part as the mustache, or excuse me, as the eyes.
Okay, you might want to push it a bit. Give it a little bit of a get moving.
I actually thought of pushing it on my own. How about that?
Oh, I'm proud of you, honey.
Even though there's nothing else in the game up to this point that I ever had to push.
What are you talking about? Okay, so there's a load of stuff you can push in this game. Like
But
in
I
the
never had
first
to
level,
push anything. I never did
Well, I mean-
push anything.
Well, I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, you always have to learn to push something. Like, here's the thing, right, okay, Elena, is unless there's a prompt on screen telling you to push something, you're always gonna have to learn to push things by pushing something. Like, you're complaining that there's no part of the game that requires you to push something. That's a part of the game that requires you to push something.
Yeah,
and
but
you
they
just
should
did
have had it earlier.
What
Or
do you
like-
mean they should have had it earlier?
They should have taught you about that earlier.
Wait, how would they have taught you about it?
Like, make another pushable thing?
Well, this is a pushable thing right now!
Yeah, but it would have been easy for me to not realize that and get stuck.
Well,
I don't know how to get through this, by the way.
Here's the problem. If you're stuck in a room and all there is one object, and you can't figure out to push it, that's
Oh, there
your
we go.
problem.
I
You're
lucked
literally
my way
stuck.
through there.
You're literally stuck in a place where the only way through, as far as you know, is to use the ice block, because that got you out the previous one. And it's not moving. What else would you think to do than push it?
I'd look up a walkthrough, probably.
You are literally complaining that the game asks you to use your critical thinking skills once.
Yep. Oh, I remember this background. It's an interesting one.
I swear to God, you really are a Mario player, aren't you?
I still don't know what is blurred. It just
Even
looks
that
normal.
doesn't make sense. Because on Mario, you have to kill an enemy by jumping on it once. You have to just happen to do that. The game doesn't
You
give
can
you a
read the
prompt.
instruction manual.
Well, if you read the instruction manual, you'd probably find out that Sonic can push things, which is a reoccurring mechanic in this game.
Oh, I hate these bosses with these rings, because I can never understand when I'm supposed to hit them.
Well, okay,
So it
you
looks
hit
like
the boss.
the things are always in the way.
Well, you hit the boss, you don't hit the snow.
Yeah, but there never seems to be a time to do that.
There is. It's when the ring is like flat from out is like flat along the y-axis.
Look, I did it when it was flat. I got hurt.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it did just start moving downwards, and also it's like you're jumping when it's flat rather than jumping for when it will be flat.
How am I supposed to know? It looks random to me.
What do you mean it looks? I mean, I don't know what to tell you sometimes. Also, there's the fact that it throws away its shield at a certain point anyway.
That's fair enough.
Also, you could have just used your insta-shield, which just gives you iframes and lets you attack through things.
I always hit that button, it never does anything for me. You can see me using it all the time.
I think you need to understand what it's actually doing, so you can actually use it properly.
Oh. I mean, I would not have been able to beat Myst as a kid. I had a SpongeBob point-and-click game that I couldn't beat as a kid.
I don't know why. The concept of... like, my brain incorrectly imagined just a SpongeBob version of Myst. And that's the funniest shit to me.
Oh. I just have to assume that apparently I don't have very good critical thinking skills. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's related other than it's just the same word, but I often say I'm not very critical of things. I tend to just like things.
You kind of just evaluate things on a surface level in general. That's pretty accurate. Which has its own value.
Whoa.
Sometimes the value of that kind of thing is that it's faster thinking. And when it comes to thinking, you are one of the faster people I know. And that's why you release games. Because you just do shit. Whereas I spend forever thinking about stuff and ruining my own life.
My favorite point and click is The Curse of Monkey Island. I like that game enough I've played it multiple times, which is a big deal for me. I played it once on stream, too. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that was always something that I probably struggled with in school, was because they grade you on like critical thinking skills, like when you were like do book reports or whatever, like when you read books and stuff, you're supposed to like interpret the book, you know? They don't. But all I was ever good at was just like repeating the plot. Like I was like, oh, I can tell you what happened.
I mean,
I don't know what it means.
That feels like an Elenarism.
Like with like a book like Animal Farm or like 1984, or it's like, well, I can tell you what happened. I'm not sure I know exactly. You're gonna have to tell me what it means.
Hey Elena, can I give you a pro tip?
Yeah.
You don't have to jump off these.
What? Oh.
Yeah, you don't have to jump off them.
I didn't know that. Thought I had to build up momentum.
I mean, you are still doing that.
Yeah, this is like... Imagine me like...
In essence, what's going on.
In like 9th grade, reading Animal Farm and taking it just literally at face value.
It's almost kind of unnerving.
I only like knew about like what it meant because, you know, we were talking about it in class and learning the historical like significance of it and like, you know, why it was written at the time, that kind of thing. Same with 1984, I thought it was just kind of an interesting story. I didn't realize it had any sort of like relevance to real life. Or if it said anything about real life, you know. The first game I remember playing is Pac-Man. Took me too long to figure out the pattern that's going on here.
Can I give you a pro tip?
What?
I think on air, if you hold up and mash a specific jump button while stood still, Tails will it'll treat. Okay, so it'll put some inputs in for Tails as player 2 to let you use Tails to fly.
Oh.
It's like normally you need a player 2 to do that, but in air they make it possible to do it in single player. It's just useful
If I
sometimes,
do what?
especially for bosses. Okay, so if you stand,
Oh.
somewhere, right? Okay, and hold up and mash a specific jump button, yeah, and then you can just grab on.
Interesting. Oh, I don't remember this stage at all. This one doesn't ring a bell to me.
Well, it's one of the levels.
Yeah, absolutely no memory of this one.
In fact, if you're playing Sonic 3 on its own, this is the final stage.
I got
and it is its own final boss.
into Curse of Monkey Island from my mom. Used to watch her play it when I was little. Same with The Sims. I've never played. We had the original Sims. I've never played it to this day, but I used to watch my mom play it when I was little. My mom liked The Sims.
I hate Monkey Island for no good reason.
You didn't like the art style.
Oh, I'm sorry, Shane. Yeah,
You
like
said
the
it
art
was
style
gross
and
'cause
the
the art style.
tone is all just kind of like goofy American bullshit. And that's
Arrow
valid.
said it seemed like lol so random, and I wouldn't call it that. It definitely wasn't about like being random, for sure. I'm very fond
How
of
would
that
you
game.
feel if I was random?
Because it was like sort of ahead of its time as well. Like it was very impressive for the time period, how it was fully voice acted and like fully like hand drawn animation. What the heck?
Well, you know,
I keep thinking
swear
that's a
to God.
platform, but it's not. Now what do I do? Like I go up here. Now what? Oh,
I am
You-
not
you
giving
wait.
you a guide. You need to learn to figure stuff out.
I'm not sure how I was supposed to know that I'm supposed to wait, but
Oh my
why would I
God.
assume that the platform
You
does the
try things in a video! Elena, I'm sorry, I can't fucking deal with this.
Waiting is not something I would ever think would make sense to try.
Elena, you literally just, like, this is like the worst game for Elena assumptions. This is like worse than Smash Brothers, and like a power you thought half the cast had an empty move slot that was
Well, not
a
half, but there's only
I mean-
a few characters with a counter.
It's basically half at this point. Like the game's 1/3 like Fire Emblem, and then you've got Shulk and Daisy and Peach, and I guess Fox and Falco as well.
Well, granted, a lot of those characters I never tried. Like, I didn't always end up doing all of their moves because I'd often forget that, like, you could, like, press different directions for, like, different buttons. Or, like,
Elena,
to get
You know
different
what,
moves.
Elena, I'm just, you know, Elena, I'm just gonna maybe, you know, just leave this topic. I don't know if I can handle you being like, I forgot that you can do directional inputs in Smash.
Yeah, like, I don't always remember to think about that. I remember that you press, I remember, the only one I always consistently remember is you press up and B to, like, get back onto the stage. And
Oh, you
if
know,
you do
I
that
will-
with Little Mac, it sucks.
Elena, I love you dearly, and I respect you as a game dev, but you as a game player are kind of an eldritch enigma, and I will never understand you.
And well, yeah, to add to that, of course, I was like that and still managed to 100% complete Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. And that was my knowledge of Smash Bros. And that was enough to 100% complete the game. Whoa. Sonic just arrives at the top there. He just slides on in. Or slides on up, I mean.
Don't you
He's
just
like,
love it? Honestly, what's the point of making a lift if it doesn't rapidly fucking spin on the way up?
Am I making progress? This feels like this is where I was earlier.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Why did I die?
Because you got hit by a fireball.
Apparently I'm supposed to go this way. Because it spawned me facing this way. But now it's sending me this way. Where do I go? See, this is the problem with this game. I don't know where to go.
It must be wild to have no memory of, like, anything you've been past.
I mean, it started me at the checkpoint facing the other way, so... God, yeah, the Sonic 2 stages are extremely easy to get through compared to these ones.
That's fair. I mean, that's
Like,
I
that was
think
just
that's
about, like, avoiding obstacles and everything, and, like, this is, like... I don't know, where am I? Like, where am I supposed to go?
I think that's just a difference in perspective, because to me, Sonic 2 stages feel insubstantial.
At
They
least I
feel
can beat
kind
them
of- I mean,
in a
that's
timely
fair.
fashion.
I mean, hey, you're like a decent way through, and it's only 4 minutes in.
No, there's a problem. Like, I don't think any of the stages in Sonic 2, once I had them down, like, once I got through them, I don't
But
think
you
any of
don't
them last
have
4
any
minutes.
of these down! You don't have this down, though! Like,
Yeah,
people
I'm just-
who have these stages down probably don't spend as much time on them as you are now. Look, you're
Still,
back
it's
where you-
like...
Look, you're back where you were-
I die again!
Because there's literally a snail shot you. It opened its
Trying to get through
doors
there.
and pointed its guns at you, and it shot you on screen. Oh yeah, we could just stop you now.
Alright. At least maybe now you you understand why it is that I like rank the Sonic games the way I do.
I guess basically, yeah, it's just like I like them with complexity, and the complexity just makes it hard and just makes it inaccessible for you. I guess that makes sense.
It's like my fault.
I mean, like I don't know. Does it have to be anything's fault? It's a fucking video game. Don't worry about it.
It just feels like you are more like intellectual than me or something. Like you like
I am not.
like,
Okay, Elena. Okay, look this way.
like I
right,
only
okay.
understand Baby Mario game. In your
I mean, that's
with your
true. I mean,
highbrow Sonic 3.
Look, okay, Elena. I could never
You need
play.
an IQ of 300 to understand how to play Sonic 3.
Look this way, Elena. Right, I could never play an entire session of Civ. Right.
Of what?
I could never of Civilization. Right.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay, never mind. It's probably what? Okay, fucking. Okay, so Civ is a game. Okay, I can't. What? Okay.
Arrow says, why is there no Sonic Baby game?
I mean, there is. I guess it's Sonic 2 is baby by my standards.
Well, I mean, no, the game where Sonic
Oh.
is literally a baby.
Oh, because it'd be awful. I don't like that idea.
Oh, that's the movie. There's Baby Sonic in the
my God,
movie.
you're fucking right. Okay, so let me think of
Imagine
a
they
game.
announce a Sonic the movie game.
Okay, Fire Emblem, right, Elena? Okay.
Okay, I know what that is.
What?
I said I know what that is.
Yeah, I've never beaten a Fire Emblem. I probably never will because I don't have the attention span for one.
Well, neither have
That's
I.
not. Well,
I
mean,
don't like Fire Emblem either.
What's my point? Is that like we're not bad people for not being able to beat a Fire Emblem game? It just doesn't. It isn't.
I played the
game
demo
for us.
of Fire Emblem Awakening, and it didn't do anything for me. Although my main issue at the time was
Elena,
that the
please don't
characters
get
had no
shot by the
feet.
snail.
That's a
Wait,
snail?
what?
Just looked like a little box on the wall.
Well, I mean,
A shooting box.
it has the eyes of a snail. You have to look at it sideways. It is like a robot snail. Wait,
What
did
was
you
I
say you
talking
don't like? Did you say you didn't like the fact that they don't have feet?
Yeah, that really spumbussed
Elena,
me at the time.
Okay, you know what, Elena? Okay, that's the thing I'll judge you on.
This had
Such
these
a
weird stubby legs, and it weirded me out.
Oh my god, Elena, I swear to God. You are not allowed to enjoy any cartoons anymore.
What?
If you're willing to forgive a TV show where characters have 4 fingers, but then, oh no, the feet
Well,
aren't
to be
rendered
honest,
in
the 4
Fire
fingers
Emblem.
thing always weirds me out too.
Oh my god, Elena! Okay, this I'm straight up just judging you for this. How dare
Oh
you?
no! I always
You got
notice that
both.
when it's there.
But you liked Adventure Time, right?
Yeah.
Like, the characters don't have noses.
Well, characters I draw don't have noses either.
Yeah, well, why is that, Elena?
Because I like that aesthetically.
So wait, what you're saying is that noses are bad, but feet are good.
I mean, it was just the lack of them. But like, they didn't not have hands. They didn't have stubby hands.
Because hands convey more!
And I remember, apparently the reason why they didn't have feet was because they thought it was, like, they didn't know how to use the 3DS hardware very well, and they thought that was like a technical limitation. They had to like limit the model complexity, and they decided to do so by removing the feet.
I mean, it's a good thing to do because it's like the feet don't express anything.
And then later they realized, oh wait, we didn't really need to do that, did we? We could have,
No,
we could have
you're-
chosen a better
no.
optimization. Because
Yeah,
then later ones didn't do that. It was just Fire Emblem Awakening.
I think you're kind of embellishing this story and making it sound more like they just woke up one day and said, "Fuck, we could have had feet." I don't think it was like
That's
that.
the
exactly.
implication that I got out of it when I heard that story.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't think it was
Shan
that
says Sonic has
simple.
5 fingers, right?
Yeah, Sonic has 5 fingers.
Arrow says, who let Knuckles have a bomb?
Eggman probably
Knuckles
gave
let him
him the
have it.
bomb.
Oh, I thought Knuckles produced it.
What? Knuckles is
He
Knuckles.
flexed and then there
Knuckles
comes the
lives
bomb.
on a Knuckles lives on an island alone.
Oh, for a second I thought you were going to say on a farm. Knuckles lives on a farm! Famously,
Wait, what?
farms cannot produce bombs.
Wait, the DNA thing? Shad's talking about a DNA thing. Oh, was it the thing with the ball zone where Elaine is orbiting the balls?
I think
in the
Shan
magic
really
space?
is just like really behind.
What? Is it like something to do with Shan? Is it something to do with like the server closest to Shan or something? Is behind? Like maybe like
They
the
said
Europe,
that they
maybe,
reset,
the Europe
like
server?
reset it, and then apparently it's still behind.
Yeah, I think it's
A
probably
farm
just,
full
like,
of Knuckles, glitchily says.
Yeah, I think their server is probably just behind.
Wow, so we've only been streaming this for like an hour and 45 minutes. Yet it feels like this has been going on longer than our whole Sonic 2 stream, which was 4 hours.
Well, I mean,
I feel
time
as drained as I
really
did having played like the entirety of Sonic 2, and like we're only this far into Sonic 3.
Elena, you don't have to fucking play this video game if you're just gonna not enjoy it and then be drained and then.
What?
And
What?
what?
There was an empty space there. Look, you could see Sonic fell through the empty space.
Are you really complaining that the 3-frame animation it takes for the fire to come out starts the hitbox at the beginning?
I guess.
I mean, like,
Oh, now we have to go all the way back here.
Oh, we have to go all the way back here! Oh, yeah!
It took me like 50 million years to beat this stage the first time.
Oh, we're back in launch space, baby! Oh yeah, tablet makes sense. You okay like that?
No, I'm Brimbust.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna be honest, right? Okay, in general, I don't like live systems and game overs. They're just bad. They're just not good.
Yeah.
The fact that like Mario keeps
At
doing
least-
it and Sonic keeps doing it is just wild.
At least
Both of
it
these
put
stop.
me. It didn't put me at the start of the game or something. At least it remembers where I'm at. It's not like the original Sonic. Sonic the first one. Oh wait, they don't shoot me now.
Oh, yeah, Eggman, if you talk about the Death Egg in the background, yeah, Eggman made that. That's the thing that Elena, like, broke and sent back down to Earth at the end of Sonic 2. And then it landed on Angel...
That was in Sonic 2?
Yeah, it's the final level.
It's
what the entire game's about.
I thought wasn't it... We were on, like, an airship.
No, but then you went on from the airship onto a rocket, onto the Death Egg zone.
Oh, I thought we were inside the ship.
Yeah, and basically the plot of this game.
Oh yeah, I do remember. Oh yeah, there was the part where you like fly and he like holds on to the rocket.
Yeah, and basically it crash landed on Knuckles' home island.
I had no idea that was this. I had no idea that was the Death Egg. That didn't dawn on me.
Well,
I mean, because you don't see the outside of it, do you?
I don't think so, unless except for like on the level select screen.
So that wouldn't have
registered
with me.
I think you see it in the end cutscene. I could be wrong.
Oh, maybe. Well, I wasn't paying attention at that point. I was reading the chat because we were like celebrating that I won.
Also, this was back in the days where like half of the story was just outlined in the manual.
How do I get through this?
Anyway. I don't know. Figure it out. You could probably just stand at the base, charge a spin dash, and then just get the entire thing.
Oh. That worked.
I mean, yeah. Sometimes it helps just to look at what is in front of you and just figure out.
I thought I was supposed to use the platform. Like, why would they have that moving platform if I'm not supposed to use it?
Well, maybe that pre-moving platform is just for chumps. Maybe it's just the worst way of doing something, and then they give you the ability to do a better way if you're smart enough.
I assumed I wasn't supposed to. Like, I was supposed to use that platform.
I'm gonna be honest, right? I have been making some I've been making some comments about Marioisms, and you are just sounding like an atypical Mario player now.
Oh.
I keep saying like it's like Sunday school.
And like if
level
I was trying
design.
not to use it, then that would be like a speedrunning tactic.
That's the thing, is that literally you sit there and you're like,
like,
I don't think I'm allowed to be creative here. I think I have to do what Daddy Miyamoto tells me to.
As if he's the one designing the levels.
As if Miyamoto's done any work on anything in like a million years. Oh fuck.
Can't believe you've done this.
Yeah, fuck off, Dad Moto, Arrow says in chat.
Whee!
Yeah, Sham. That's the. Oh wait. Oh, you get it now. Okay, yeah, that's like, yeah.
Apparently, nobody had ever said that phrase in chat before.
Dad Moto.
Not the Dad Moto part, but.
Moto. Oh fuck. What was I gonna say though? Basically, what was I gonna fucking say? What was I getting distracted by? Yeah, saying, so yeah, it's crash landed on Knuckles' fucking island. That's the long because you downed it in Sonic 2.
I got a B.
So when you really think about it, Elena, at the minute you're dealing with the fallout of your own actions, in a sense. And I mean, you sent the Death Egg down onto Knuckles' island.
No, Sonic did that.
No, you did it as Sonic. You fucking absolute grade A Undertale killer. Oh my god, Glitch Lily, if only we could find the answer to what is going on in that evil mind of Miyamoto's.
It's because he didn't. I think he was quoted explicitly as saying that he didn't like the story. I'm gonna be honest. And he had more hands in the most recent Paper Marios than he had in previous Paper Marios, so.
I feel like Miyamoto is somebody who at this point just needs to shut up and just go and do his Pikmin. Like the industry has actively moved on from the need for Miyamoto. Miyamoto is old news. He has so little to add to anything at this point.
He apparently seems to think that the Mario should just be like a brand at this point too. Which
yeah.
Well, is that from him? Because that seems like against what it, like... Because originally it was like just a really creative thing. I don't know what point he decided
Well, you
It
know,
needs
on
to be a
standalone,
brand, but
it was, you know, on standalone, it was a creative thing when he was the one doing it, and now he's just a fucking bigwig. So now he doesn't want anybody else doing anything. I would imagine.
so he wants it to only be his stuff.
yeah,
but adding new
basically, probably.
characters. Well, because I remember for Super Mario RPG, he did have some like, which was the first time they did that. He had some like demands, like they wanted to give Mario a sword, and he was like, no.
I mean, to be fair, Mario.
So then he was like, so then he
probably
came up with something that he imagined, like a weapon that he imagined Mario could use, which was a hammer. And
Yeah,
that's
I
why he has a
basically
hammer in the
Arrow.
game.
Nintendo, I agree with Arrow. Miyamoto can make his own games, but he just needs to stay out of other people's work.
Or else Samus will have a bug head.
I love
Samus
how
will have
like
a bug head in 19 seconds.
I love how like the people in those interviews were like, yeah, he said that Samus should have a bug head, which we interpreted as Samus should have visor elements as a diegetic HUD. Miyamoto was really smart. It was really clever of him to secretly hide the actual advice behind bullshit. Nonsense.
Samus should have a bug head 2020. Mario should have a metal pipe, Shan says. What if they gave him a crowbar like Gordon Freeman?
Bug should have a Samus head.
Or like a pipe wrench.
Wait, who?
Mario.
Pipe wrench? No. That's violent. Kids will copy him and own pipe wrenches.
Well, they're gonna copy him and buy a big wooden mallet and smack people with that.
Elena, find me a mallet as big as Mario's. I dare you. Mario should have a Tommy gun!
That reminds me of a Flash game. On the Flash game topic again, there was like Gangster Mario. I forget what it was called.
Eat lead, Luigi!
It was like Mario, or like Mafia Mario or something like that, I think it was called.
Mafario.
Oh, it was called Super Mafia Bros, now I remember.
Oh, that's a clever name. They really pushed the bar on that one.
Super Mafia Bros. I remember playing that as a kid, where Mario it has like the worst platformer physics in like the world that has ever existed. I didn't know those things. Like Mindsauce talks about this sometimes too, where it's like you play those games as a kid and like you just think you're just bad at the game. You never question the game, and then when you get older, then you come back and it's like, yeah, this was just kind of a crappy game. It wasn't your fault you stuck at it. Ah. How do you get on that platform?
I'm pretty sure you're on the wrong fucking plane.
I don't understand how that works exactly, because I just...
There's like two planes, it's like there are certain areas that put you on different planes.
Huh.
That's the way loops work.
It's always confused me when it's not a loop.
ASMR Mario fucking kneecaps you.
Oh, flamethrower.
Did you know that in the Archie Sonic continuity, Knuckles, I think in the future, has a son called Kneecaps?
Yes, I remember.
Yeah. It's fucked.
Was that from Kinders?
I'm just gonna say yes, probably. I wish Toad would break my knee. Why Toad? Of all people. Elena, you really just did. Elena, you really.
It's 4 p.m. Time for you.
You really just thought that you could just do that right in my ears, and I wouldn't.
Oh!
Elena, you're getting shot by a snail. You're getting.
I was
shot by
trying
a
to slip
snail.
through there.
While it was shooting.
No, I was trying to slip through before it shoot.
Are you okay, honey?
No.
Do you want to just stop playing?
No.
Well,
I never
why?
said that.
Well, tough shit. There's nothing I can do then. I can't magically make you in this game get along. You just have to either give up or just deal with it. I think I've streamed this game all the way through twice within the last... No, oh wait. Yeah, I think I've streamed this game all the way through twice within the last year.
Oh.
I think I did it once on Steam and once on Air.
Well, it was both on air because it was streamed.
Well, one was on Air and the other one was on Air. Elena,
On air,
please
on air,
watch
on air,
the
on air,
snail.
on air. Oh.
You dodged the snail! You dodged the fucking snail!
But I didn't dodge that.
Well,
Oh, I see. I can go this way. I was trying to bounce on the spring and then bounce over here.
That's fair. But you know what, honey? I'm proud of you. You handled that way better than I thought you would. You did a good job.
I was fully expecting to then run into the snail because I kept going up.
I mean, I was expecting you to hit the snail as well, but you didn't, and that's what matters, is that you didn't hit the snail. The game should give you an achievement, Snailant. Oh god, I love you, honey.
You saw one I shared, well... Oh, I think it was because you shared it, Bis, but I was really amused by the Neil Ciceraga thing earlier today.
Is that how it's fucking pronounced?
Yeah.
Ciceraga?
Yeah. Also, I found out he was the one who did Potter Puppet Pals. I had no idea. I knew he did Brody Quest, obviously, and then
wait, what?
I knew he did the Bustin'.
Wait, Brody Quest?
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, you.
What is it, honey? Describe it to me.
Anyway.
Describe Brody Quest to me.
I am not.
Why won't you describe
I had no idea he was the one who did Potter Puppet Pals. Because I knew of that like way.
Request.
Bis, I'm not doing this again.
Why are you not doing it again, honey?
I'm just...
What are you not doing again?
I don't really think it's funny.
What do you not
legitimately... It's like upsetting.
I'm sorry! Okay, for people who aren't in the know, me and Elena used to have a thing going where I would alternate whether I knew what Brody Quest was or not every single time we talked about it. Which is shockingly often. Like, you wouldn't think it'd come up that often, would you? You wouldn't think Brody Quest would be a thing you just continually talk about.
I just keep hoping that it will be the end of that, and one of these times you will stop pretending you don't know it. Tails has got himself stuck.
Tails!
I keep getting myself stuck on the corner as well. Yeah. Adrian Brody.
Oh, that's an interesting song. What is it? I'm sorry, honey. Okay, because this is an important cutscene on the minute, I'll stop bullying you. Get fucked, Knuckles.
But yeah,
Get knucked, fuckles.
I was just really amused. One part of it in particular that really amused me was where it was like the hashtag stand with JonTron, and he says I don't, and then somebody accused him of like name calling. It's like quit with the name calling or whatever, and then he's like, and then somebody responded, was like, what names are being called here? Is his name Don't? And then he said it should be. Just like that response.
Oh, Elena, you're gonna get an easy time here because in Sonic 3 alone, there's like an extra hard boss here, but because you're playing the combined one, you won't get that. This
seems extra hard to me.
Extra hard.
Now I have to go back here
compared to what you would have to have done otherwise. We're up to me. I'm gonna be honest. I'm one of the people that wishes they put that boss back in, but they don't want to do it because there's already a ROM hack that does it. So they're like, I don't want to do the same thing as that ROM hack.
Sometimes the ball doesn't do the same thing and it spumbuses me.
It alternates. It literally alternates top and bottom.
See, I'm not very good at pattern recognition, apparently.
The pattern recognition is literally just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's alternating.
And then I'm over here like, I don't know when it's gonna happen. It's because I'm too busy focusing on hitting Eggman. I'm not busy looking at the balls and they just appear sometimes.
This is literally what you say about every boss in every game. It's just, I was too focused on hitting them. I didn't pay attention to anything they were doing. I just wanted to hit them.
I get tunnel vision when I play games, okay? I'm sorry.
You just get bloodlust. And you're like, let me at him! Let me at him!
I've noticed that before, though. I really do get tunnel vision when I'm playing games, because when I watch streams back over, like when I watch my footage, I notice so much more in the game than I had noticed while I was playing it.
Oh my god,
I'm like, dang, that was in the background there, or whatever? Like, that kind of stuff. I'm like, dang, I had no idea that all this stuff was going on.
I can't wait until you watch this stream back and see all the times a snail shot you directly at the face. Just all the snail murder that the snails committed.
Snurder?
Snurder! Snurder! Oh my god, we've got laying in a basket. Sitting in a basket. F-A-R-T-I-N-G.
No!
See, you object. You object to my claim. Wait. Oh my god, wait. Is Big Arm actually here? This Big Arm! Oh my god, it is here, Elena! It's fucking Big Arm! Oh, I fucking love Big Arm, honey. Oh. Yes, Barm.
Comes back to the farm thing again.
Oh my god, I
this
fucking
is cool
love
music,
Big
though,
Arm.
I admit.
It really fucking is. Also, it's Big Arm! Look at this succulent robot. Look at this fucking machine.
He grabbed me!
Did he grab you? Oh, I hope...
Oh,
how
lost
soon
the
is
ring.
Shen?
Barnyard? Barnyard
no,
was one of Vinesauce's nicknames.
John, some advice, honey.
What?
It's very difficult, but when he's like using his spikes at the bottom of the screen, you can kind of insta. Are you okay?
No.
Oh, you died? Oh, you died.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turned into like Pee Wee Herman.
You should probably get a ring. Okay, never mind, there's rings over there. But yeah, saying when you're like when he's like below the platform using his spike head through the platform to attack you, you can insta shield him. I learnt recently. Elena, you are just damage boosting at the minute.
Yep.
Well, you have no rings.
And I must scream.
Those mountains in the background have a funky pattern on them, and I appreciate it.
You have a funky pattern on you.
Where?
Your butt.
Okay. How did
Knuckles
you know
died.
That? How'd you know that?
Oh, you know.
No, I don't. How'd you know that?
I often perform inspections.
I was not informed of this. Legally, you have to give prior notice before a butt inspection. See you in court, fuckface.
I said inspection, not expection.
Same thing.
Yes, I died.
My misspeaks. Yeah, because you don't have any fucking rings.
Well, I thought you get rings at that point, so I wasn't worried about it.
No, you don't.
I thought I remember picking up like 3 rings. They were like vertical in that area.
Wait.
Right
what?
when you get to that part of the boss.
I am so confused.
Where did I never do that?
I remember you having 3 rings just from earlier.
I remember 3 like rings in a vertical space.
Arrow's like, yeah, the rings you picked up were the ones that were knocked out of you.
I remember 3 rings floating there in the middle.
Look at how well you kicked that fucker's ass. I don't know what that boss is called, so I'm just gonna call it the bowling cannon. Fucking bowling cannon got
Bannon?
fucking destroyed. No! We do not mention that name in this household.
Bannon.
No! Stop it!
What's wrong with that?
It's the name of a Nazi.
Oh.
who was in the Trump administration for a while.
Oh.
Also, he looks kind of like a
Scrump.
rotting corpse. What the fuck did you just say to me?
It's Scrump.
That's it, Elena.
Yeah, there are no rings here. Why did I think there was like a tower of 3 rings in the middle of this area?
Shan's like, why is the egg floaty vehicle so slow? To which I respond, well, I mean, it wasn't. Well, I mean, like, is it slow? Is it just slower than Sonic?
Is it slow, relatively speaking?
I mean, we'd never see Eggman go especially fast in it, so it makes sense.
At least
Eggman
you get a
must be
cool
faster
song
than
for this
that.
part. Look at Tails yawning, like he doesn't care about what's going on. It's like, yeah, this is no big deal.
Honey, I'm wishing you luck. Because, you know Big Arm? They got Big Arm.
I don't
Just-
remember this.
Girthy robo biceps.
Maybe the version I played didn't have it.
No, oh yeah. If you played Sonic 3 and Knuckles, not in like the vanilla version, they cut this boss. It's
Oh.
usually a Sonic 3 exclusive, but this adds it back in. Because like if you're playing Sonic 3 on its own, they needed like a final boss, because obviously otherwise the final boss would be in like the part of the game, like you know, in an entirely other game. Shan's suggesting you don't jump
poop.
on the spikes.
Well,
I
You
disagree.
think I'm
I think
trying
you should
to?
jump on- I think you should jump on the spikes and use the insta shield with perfect timing.
perfect rhyming. Perfect criming.
Oh my god! Imagine how useful the insta
Perfect
shield would have
sliming.
been in the final boss of Sonic 2. It would have
God.
completely destroyed that thing.
You're right.
It really fucking would have.
Oh! That was good.
Did you live?
Well, yeah, if I said it was good. Would I say
mean, it
dying
could've
was good?
I mean, you could have been like, "Ooh, Big Arm, good shot on me that killed me." Ooh.
Yeah, because I do that all the time.
I don't fucking
It's typical
know.
of me.
Shan's behind on the stream. I mean, that makes sense. It's alright, we'll deal. It's alright.
Oh! Oh
I'll
my
keep going.
god! Holy guacamole! Broccoli!
Oh my god!
stew,
You fucked!
soup.
You got it with the insta shield! You hit him with the insta shield!
He was grabbing me! And I killed him.
Never. Okay, because you use the insta shield. Never say the insta shield isn't useful ever again. It literally saved you.
Because I was panicking and jamming buttons.
Yes. Oh my god, honey, look. And now, thanks to you, the death egg has been fucked once
Look at
more.
it going down face first.
It's been re-fucked.
Oh, here's mushroom. Mushroom dance. I don't remember the mushrooms wiggling like this.
Wait, what do you mean the fuck is the insta-shield? It's the thing Sonic does where there's like a momentary, like, shield around Sonic that, like, gives you iframes and
Look
can
at
hit
Knuckle.
things at a distance. Wait, explain what, Shan?
But you really locked that up tight, didn't you, Knuckles?
You
Now
press
we
the
get
jump
to
button
see-
in the air.
Now we get to see the emeralds we
Explain
have
what,
so far.
Shan? Also bad news, Elena.
What?
By coming in here, you've added 7 more special stages you need to do to get the good ending.
Well, I mean, don't you just have to do that?
No.
Oh. I thought that was just required.
Oh yeah, so basically the insta-shield, Shan, is that you press A button in the...
Why would they have a way that you can just make the game harder to complete?
Because
can
you
just-
get a because you get an extra reward. Because basically what happens is once you've gone here, right? Okay.
So there's an extra good ending?
No, it's not the ending. It's the other thing you get for Chaos Emeralds. Because basically, if you get all the Chaos Emeralds, then going to this place with the Master Emerald turns the Chaos Emeralds into Super Emeralds, or at least the ones you have. And then you do more special stages to turn to repower the Super Emeralds.
What have I just? Am I just not going to be able to do that? Because maybe I like don't have enough yet.
Well, when you beat the
There's not
game,
enough
you
room
get
to.
like when you beat the game, you get like a save file that you can go to any level on. So you can just
Oh.
farm the rest, then get to the last level.
That may be what I did the first time I played this. Because I did do that. I got the good ending.
Super Emerald. You didn't even bother to close the door behind you. Rude.
No. You think I care?
Rude. Fucking rude.
I don't care about Knuckles.
Wow, what an ass. How dare you.
Knuckles can go sit on a beanbag chair for all I care.
Knuckles is good boy! Don't be mean.
Does it mean to say you want somebody to sit on a beanbag chair?
Definitely. Because what you gotta remember is in this world, beans are noses. Look at Sonic. What's Shan oh my godding at? I'm curious.
I still
Also,
want to get
these
Sonic Generations on the 3DS, because doesn't it include this stage
Yes.
in like an interesting way? Hey, Tails, how's it hanging?
Oh wait, this is the thing I was telling you about.
What?
Place where you hold down.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, that's what people generally say is that the mushroom place in the movie is a reference to Mushroom Hill Zone.
Yeah.
It doesn't look the same, but I guess it has mushrooms. And like that's enough for a reference. I mean, Sonic wasn't even going to look like Sonic in the movie until everybody was angry.
And they gave him an owl mother. I don't know why his mom was an owl.
It's a surrogate mother.
Well, I know, but still.
What
Why did they
reason
make
does
up
that
an
have to
owl
be?
character for this?
Well, probably because in the games, Sonic's backstory is intentionally left vague. But in the movie, they give him backstory. And part of having a backstory is that you have to be raised by somebody, because babies don't usually teach themselves how to speak.
Well, what if he was raised by wolves?
Why is that any fucking different?
Because wolves are not owls.
Elena, I'm gonna fucking... Elena, you missed a ring. A special ring.
A what?
Like
Oh, I see it.
Like, sometimes in the walls you can see them.
Well, I didn't see it.
Well, you can see the entranceway
No, I
from
couldn't.
where you were. Yeah, you could. Go back.
I
you'll
didn't
see.
see anything. I'm telling you, I didn't see.
Look, there's
You said I
holes in
could
the
see-
wall.
Where? What?
There's
nothing
You're
here.
going past it again! You're going past it again! Look,
Now the
there's
thing
holes
won't
in
come
the wall.
back.
No, you don't
You
need
mean
the
these
thing.
indents? There are indents all over the place.
No, but they're indents that go to an interior cave area. No,
What are you
why are you
talking
going...
Because the
why are you
thing
going
wouldn't
left?
come back.
You don't
I
need
couldn't
the
go
thing
back
to
up
get there. You could just jump into the...
Oh, now I see them.
Okay, now you
Yeah,
see
I didn't.
them.
I never saw those because, well, they're not very easy to see. They're just slightly different color than everything else.
Slightly different color.
Well, they are. They're slightly greener.
Mmm, giant juicy ring, says Shan. That's fair. I've been tired all day, to be honest.
Onion
Shan.
ring.
I've been knackered. I barely slept last night.
So, chat, who here likes onion rings?
How do you think ring tastes? Says Arrow. Wait,
Like
does
onion.
the stream die? Is the stream alright? Oh yeah, the stream looks alright.
Yeah, it's fine. We got a good bit rate.
I think I got a problem on my end. I think.
Oh, your rear end?
Oh yeah, please, stop being lewd on stream. How dare you?
I'm just trying to
I
be
know
silly.
I know I'm fucking delicious, but please, restrain yourself, honey. That's a joke, don't restrain yourself.
The big
There's
one
no
is
point
juicy,
once you show.
Shan says.
The big one's juicy. When will they just make
A juicy
Sonic-
cheeseburger.
When will they have a Sonic tie-in donut shop and all the donuts are just yellow? They're lemon donuts.
Well, I mean, you can get onion rings at Sonic the fast food place.
Oh my god.
Which
Okay,
one
I'm gonna
seems
be honest,
fitting?
right, I think I remember watching.
Oh god,
a
I'm getting a
podcast.
headache looking at this stage. Like my head is beginning to hurt.
I remember a podcast once.
What do you
where
mean
somebody
perfect?
Was...
I haven't finished the stage. They ain't perfect yet, game.
It's perfect because you've got all the rings, which means you get to continue.
I mean, it will if I actually finish this. I can't find any more blue orbs. I almost called them
Yeah.
rings. I got rings on the mind.
But yeah, somebody in a podcast pointed out that Sonic the fast
here we
food
go.
chain has the same font for the logo.
Yeah, I've noticed
They
that.
serve chili dogs and rings.
Yes, I've noticed all of this.
And why have they never had a tie-in? Also, apparently the checkouts at some Sonic locations use the same stock ring noise as the Sonic games.
Hold on a second here. Let me pause the game. Let me find where I was talking about that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Elfie.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, Arrow. I wasn't suggesting it was specifically Sonic, I'm just saying that, like, some of them happen to have those cash machines. Just coincidentally, because, you know... yeah.
Oh, here it is. It says, is there a reason why Sonic the Restaurant and Sonic the Hedgehog have such similar fonts for logos?
It is
And
kind of
then I put them
remarkable.
next to each other. When I was younger, I thought that they were related. I didn't realize that the Sonics were not the same. Yeah, there it is. If you're looking at the stream, Bis, you can see how similar they are.
Well, the stream is decently far behind for me. Yeah, they have the same fucking logo almost.
Yeah, it just looks like the restaurant one is thinner.
Mm.
But they have the same like little like diagonals at the end of like the S. You can see.
Also they have like 2 Star Trek logos behind the restaurant one. Sonic is an official. Go on.
I do like Sonic. I like their food.
Sonic is an official brand of stuff.
I usually have them at when we go to the mall because there's a Sonic at the mall. So obviously I haven't been there recently.
I've actually been theorizing that the reason they might not have done a brand deal yet is because they're so similar. They don't want people thinking they're the
They
same
don't want to
thing.
get them confused.
Yeah.
Surprised one hasn't sued the other.
I mean, I don't think you can sue just because they have the name, which is a generic word, and they use a similar logo. And you can't sue a place for selling chili dogs and onion rings.
Oh, I thought that I could hit it there, but apparently not.
Oh, you're on the bottom.
Oh, I can hit it there. Never mind. That was a disaster. Woo!
Elena, wait, why are you jumping into the rocket boosters?
I was trying to hit it on the underneath side, because it worked sometimes.
Well, why don't you try using the Insta-Shield, which is
I
designed
was. Didn't you see me trying to use it?
Well, maybe you should be... I think the thing is with that is that, like, it only lasts a couple frames. You've got to be careful to make sure that you're bounced out of range of the booster.
Yeah, I had to stop getting the frozen, like, I used to get frozen cherry limeade from Sonic, and I had to stop because I was getting, like, extremely serious brain freeze from it.
Aww,
Like, it was just like, I tried to be really careful drinking it, but every time it would be like the worst brain freeze ever. It was so bad, it made me feel like nauseous. It made my back hurt.
Wow.
It was like, it was extreme brain freeze. It wasn't just my head that hurt.
Are you sure it wasn't just full of organic mercury or something?
No. They used crushed ice instead of like ice cubes, which has like more surface area, so it's like colder. Puts out more cold.
Have you ever considered just sitting on it until it warms up?
It's like the coldest thing I've ever had. It's like colder than ice cream.
Yeah, you probably should just wait until it warms up.
Neurotoxin limeade, Arrow says. It says I'm sad to not be included in brain freezes. Well, go to Sonic and get their frozen, like slushy thing. It doesn't have to be limeade, just that type of thing.
I've been getting
Get
more
brain
susceptible
freeze.
to brain freeze over time. Oh, I hope you sleep well, Shan.
Arrow says I like getting raspberry lemonade there.
Sleep well, Shan. I hope you and your kitty good luck tomorrow.
Oh, we've gone into the blue mushroom zone.
The blushroom zone.
What is this? Oh.
Okay, so what else is different about the blue mushroom zone?
Brown vine zone?
Okay, well, it's brown, but like, think to yourself, what? Okay, it's brown, right?
Yeah.
It's gone from green to brown.
And why is it above the green part? We went up to get to this area.
Okay, so isn't a change from green to brown interesting?
No. They did a palette swap.
No, but I mean, okay, conceptually, what does a green forest turning brown and orange?
Well, I mean, it didn't turn brown. It's just like this is just another area.
Okay. What? Okay, so if somebody showed you a picture of a forest and it was all green, and then showed you a picture of a forest and it was all orange, what would you assume?
I don't know. I mean, the trees are still green in the background.
Well, I mean, they're less green. They're kind of like warmer hued. Okay,
Sleep well,
well,
Shan, by the way.
Okay, so leaves, right?
Yeah.
What do you associate
Whoa.
green leaves with?
Grass.
What do you associate orange leaves with?
The fall.
Yes! We're getting somewhere.
Guess I'm confused again.
Okay, so just keep that in your head, honey.
Beside, this is a loop. Oh, whoa. I don't know how that happened, but okay.
What do you mean you don't know how that happened?
Oh, now it's mint.
Jump-
Mint. It's the mint mushroom zone.
So now, the leaves are not only orange, they're just like, sort of greyish green.
Okay.
I'm just making sure you're paying attention. Also, do you understand how that swing you're on works? It's like
No.
you jump off at the angle you are on the swing when you jump off is the direction you're flung in.
I always struggle with things like that for some reason in any game, not just Sonic.
That's funky.
But they have things like that in Sonic often. It's the same reason I struggle with the orb things and other such things.
Now I just remember when we did Sonic Adventure 2 mods and you just could not jump off of the swing poles.
Yeah, that one. There's
And
another
I was
example.
and I was like, honey, there's literally a red marker that appears when you're supposed to jump. And you're like, I can't do it.
I think I was
I'm like,
jumping too soon to see the red marker.
Yeah, I think that was the case. It was one of those situations where you enter a situation
I
and
think
you
it's
just
'cause,
mash
like,
the A button instantly.
To go back to Mario as an example, when there's things like that in Mario, it's just a canned, like, way that he always jumps off of the thing.
Yeah, because it's digital rather than analog. And that's why I view it... Okay, so look at this machine, right?
Oh, I remember this area because it's cool looking. The 3D effect.
Okay, so Elena, right? You know how things are back to being green now?
Yes.
Did you see how they got back to being green?
The lighting changed?
No, well, okay, so because you booped the boss, which had like a big satellite dish on it, right?
Yeah.
The boss is a season machine thing. It's like a weather alterer. It's a climate alterer thing, you know?
Why does Eggman have a mole driving a ship?
Okay. Well, I mean, why does he have any of his robots be the way
Oh
they
no,
are?
I'm getting flashbacks to Sonic 2.
Here we go,
But
it's
not good
flying
ones.
battery time! Fuck yeah!
Oh, I remember this too. I remember that animation.
The flying battery is hype-ass
I
shit.
remember this music.
Wait, Arrow hates the stage? Wait, Arrow, have you played... Oh yeah, in Sonic Mania, it's like earlier on, so you probably played a bit of it during stream at some point. I fucking love flying batteries.
Oh! I became a flying battery.
Hey Elena.
I think I was there watching when you were playing this Arrow. Because Bis was with you.
Did you know
And I remember
gaming,
that.
Elena? You know, okay, so this stage, right, you remember what this stage was originally going to be the 4th one in the entire game, like after the carnival one.
Oh.
Because remember in the carnival one, there's like a cannon that shoots you, and then you land in Ice Cap?
Yeah.
Originally it was going to shoot you up here.
Haha, in Super Mario Bro, when there are cannon that shoot you to New World, it is a reference to Sonic because canon.
Wow, cool facts about gaming. Oh my god. I'm just gonna quote a couple of those because I can. Dads know about gaming. Project Cross Zone. More like Project XXX Zone. The joke's tits.
I referenced the plant one, like the Deku Baba is reference to Mario because plant. It's reference to Piranha Plant. Gosh dang it.
I fucking love that one because people
I
keep on
can't
acting.
get through this part.
Just don't, Elena. I swear to fuck, Elena. Why you were on the monkey bars and you jumped off the monkey bars to your death?
Well, yeah, because the monkey bars ran out.
What do you mean? They didn't run out. You were in the middle of them.
I was.
When you just died,
Well, I
then
knew
you were in
that
the
they
middle
ran
of them. Well, why didn't you
I
at least
was-
get to the end of them before jumping?
Well, 'cause
Why
I
don't
could
you
see
just stop for a
platforms.
second?
And I was trying to get to those.
Elena, I sometimes I fail to find rational explanations for the things you do sometimes.
Arrow says, I need to stream more.
You really fucking do, honey. Elena, why did you just...
I was trying to get to the monkey bars.
Okay, Elena, please, I'm begging you, take it slow and steady.
But this is Sonic.
Ah! No! You don't get
Your
to
least favorite argument.
You don't get to intentionally play bad and then go, well, the game told me that I should be fast. It's like Mario's supposed...
Now, see there, I tried to jump on the platform. I didn't try to do anything special, and I still florped it.
Yeah, because you didn't do a good job of jumping on the platform. You overshot it in the video game.
Well, whose fault is that?
Yours!
It's Sonic for jumping like that.
It's your fucking
I mean,
fault!
jump I can't control.
What do you mean you can't? I had to explain to you during Sonic 2 that you couldn't pull back to stop moving.
I feel like that still definitely isn't in my muscle memory because I don't think I've done that at all playing this game either.
Elena, no wonder you fucking suck Major League anus. Like, you just like... Oh god.
Annie says I need to begin streaming.
Yeah, you need to begin stream.
Oh yeah, it definitely is an R. It definitely says rep. Sonic
Rep.
becomes the state rep
Steve.
when he gets that. Oh, I couldn't get the one up. Oh,
Streaming really
this
is
is how we get
fun.
out of here. Oh, mama.
The setup is
mama.
stressful though.
Not for me, it isn't. That's always been an easy part.
That's because you don't really put any effort in. You just turn it. You will just start a stream with, okay, I've now got to download and install the game.
Well, because I feel like
is-
that's more exciting than just making people wait. Like I can talk to
what do you
people
mean?
while it's installing.
No, I don't think you understand. If you had installed the game before you started the stream, nobody would wait for anything. It would just start on the game. Also, my PC runs so hot, I can't afford not to do setup because I don't know which games could kill it.
Oh.
I think one of my fans is broken, probably, because I thought it was dust, but then I dedusted the thing, and it helped for a bit, but like, still kind of shit.
Oh, there we go. My stream has gone so well that I've like bought equipment for it and everything.
Aww.
And then when I did, it's probably coincidence, but more people started watching my streams. That's when I started like building up my little community and everything. It was around the time that I got my new headset. And my capture card. Oh, what the heck was that you just did, Tails? You just zip-zoomed right in there. Streaming is just something I just decided I wanted to do one day. I was like, you know what? I think I could do this.
Aww.
And then I did it. Plus I wanted to like make YouTube videos. I wanted to have like more stuff on YouTube, but like editing stuff and all that was like a pain. I was like, why don't I just do streams and then just upload those? Like it would work. There you go. I did do like highlights for streams a couple times too, but I got tired of those because
Effort.
yeah, editing does not bring me great joy. Oh, you stinker! Oh, I'm beginning to have Sonic Mania memories. Not pleasant ones, though. I remember being spumbussed by this part in Sonic Mania. Or by a part similar to this, I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. The Springle Bramps.
Why would they put that there if that's not the way you're supposed to go?
It's a thing to jump over. It's like spikes, except instead of taking your rings, it.
Well, I know, I'm just
wastes
making
a second
reference
of
to
your
the
time.
Miiverse thing.
Oh yeah, the Miiverse thing.
Sometimes I'm sad that Miiverse is gone. Or things like that. Well, the main reason I'm sad that it's gone is because it removed the convenience of saving screenshots from the 3DS. So I used to do that all the time, and then it's like, nope. Now you can only save screenshots in games that let you do it from in the game.
Family sucks.
Woo.
Family.
Ah.
Burn family.
Oh. Oh, come on! Why does this happen every time? Let me out of here. No, let me let me out! There, finally.
It's because you keep going up at such a time that when you land, the platforms aren't there to land back on.
Timing is hard, Biss.
I mean, yeah, it is pretty hard. It's an entire ass mental pros. My OCD really didn't want me to finish saying that word, so I won't.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
Fiddledicks.
What did you just say? It took me a second to dawn on me. Or to dawn on me what you said. We don't say that on my stream, Biss. Thank you.
Fiddledicks.
No.
Fiddledicks.
No. I turned into that little baby from the...
No!
Oh, Lainey. Lainey, I love you, but you didn't do the fun thing you could
Whoa.
do with those little incoves.
in those little whats?
Those little indents. You can like drop
What
in one
indents?
side, roll through, and then come out the other. It's cool.
What am I doing here?
fighting a boss.
Oh yeah, you gotta make him hit himself in the head. Now I remember.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Is that your Sonic impression?
Stop hitting yourself. No, that's my impression of American advertising.
I saw that coming.
Fuck.
That is my impression of American advertising. Oh, spaghetti. Ravioli.
Oh, cannelloni. Oh, Monticelli. Oh, shit.
I like how they brought that back from Super Mario 64 in Odyssey.
For a second, I thought you meant, oh, shit.
No, no, no! Arrow and Annie are just having a conversation in the chat.
Yeah, that's how it be.
Didn't you stream Pizza Time Explosion, Glitchily?
I could recommend games for you to stream, but you probably wouldn't like any of them.
Oh, that wasn't fair. How was I supposed to know that it was going to lower me into spikes?
Using your eyes. And
I
seeing
couldn't.
the
There were no
approach.
spikes to see yet.
There was! There's like a fucking like entire half second of watching yourself be put on the spikes.
Yeah, well, what if I didn't know I could get off the thing before it stopped moving?
You've jumped off of monkey bars before! I love how
Monkey
you're just like,
jars.
well, I love how you're just like, how did I know that Daddy Miyamoto would let me disembark before my destination?
Oh! What?
I think Daddy Miyamoto is my new favorite. Game designer.
Your last big stream was A Hat in Time. A Hat in Time was not a big stream for me because.
Elena.
Huh?
Okay, finish what you're saying. I gotta warn you.
Oh, it was because it's like my one stream I have on my YouTube channel that is like still at like 1 view when I did A Hat in Time.
Okay, Elena. You know the tumblers?
Mm-hmm.
So the ones that are horizontal, right? Mania
Yeah.
lets you cheat and enter them from the top, which doesn't make physical sense. If I remember correctly, in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you have to enter them from the opening. Otherwise,
Well, I
you
mean,
fall
I assumed
through.
that was the case. I
Okay.
wouldn't have
Oh
tried
wait,
to
wait.
enter them from the top.
So you got that?
Well, yeah, it's clear.
Okay. I'm shocked that you didn't get some other things, but that one you did.
Well, it's easy enough to get. Just kind of
Okay.
obvious. I wouldn't have thought you could enter them from the top.
Well, enough other people got confused by it that they changed it in Mania.
It's this weird. Yeah, oh, didn't you say you wanted to stream the Pizza Time Explosion update, Glitchily?
Oh my god, SCPCB!
Which is hopefully coming by before the end of the summer, which means I have until sometime in September. I don't remember exactly how long summer goes into September. I mean, you could. I think it's long enough in September. You could consider September a summer month.
Oh, wait, don't. Okay, never mind.
What?
I keep finding segments where I want to tell you there's a shortcut, but like because of stream delay, you're already always
Gone.
past.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, honey, you're getting so much better at the balls.
This is better than
proud
I
of
ever
you.
was at it when I played it on my own. I never figured it out when I played this game on my own a few years ago.
Is it maybe just because you have more practice now, or is it because of?
Well, because you told me how to do it.
I mean if that's the
I didn't
case,
have anybody to tell me how to do it.
Wait, what? What did I tell you? I think I told you don't just mash the A button immediately and mess
Yeah.
yourself up before you can even. I think that's probably the most important advice. Is just don't Shrek yourself before you detect yourself.
I stream horror games at Halloween. So there was one that I finished most of them. There was one that I didn't finish the first year I was streaming just because I got so bored of it. It just dragged on and on and on. It was like, okay, it outstayed its welcome.
Wait, what did you not finish?
It was called Outlast.
Oh, that shit.
That one started getting a bit grating. It wasn't scary anymore, it was just like... It was like, can this game be over now, please? Like, okay, I get it. So that was when I was like, you know what? Probably shouldn't be playing it. Oh, fiddlesticks.
Fiddlesticks?
It's ended up becoming a tradition that I play a Resident Evil game every year at Halloween too. The first year I was streaming I did Resident Evil 6, and then last year I did Resident Evil Revelations, and I think this year I'm going to do the Resident Evil 3 remake. Look at him, he's in like a little Superman pose!
You're getting spider hugged, otherwise there's spugs. Hugged by a spider. I suddenly have the temptation to look up being bitten by
Oh, and of course, the horror game the main horror game I played for Halloween last year was Doki Doki Literature Club, which I did with Ash.
Oh, yeah,
That was a good one. That's probably my favorite horror game. And favorite visual novel. It's very good at both of those things.
Undertale's a horror game when you're playing it.
I used to think it was a horror game. I assumed it was meant to be scary. Oh, it's this again. Oh, now it makes the sound that you like, though.
Yeah, it's a
What am I supposed to be doing here?
I don't know. Be observant.
Oh. Okay. Fair enough.
This is such a good characterization moment for Eggman. Because he's smart enough to build a death laser, and then he's stupid enough to point it at the floor of his own battleship.
The main thing I played for Halloween last year was a game called Zombie, without the E at the end. Which was a Wii U launch title.
Oh, you were so close to getting Spombus then, I almost had a fucking heart attack.
Those were probably my least popular streams I ever did. Nobody was real into that.
Zombie?
Yeah, it didn't do well on... It didn't do well live, and it didn't do well on YouTube. I stuck with it though. I played the whole darn game.
For some reason.
Well, because I was gonna play the whole game, and I was like, well, I started streaming this, I may as well finish.
This boss has balls.
Did you have to point that out? I was perfectly fine not noticing that.
Would you be happier if they were boobs?
I don't know. I don't know if I would like those on that robot either.
I mean, it might be at least less terrible. It's like...
Oh, now this is a stage that I definitely remember. Like, when I think of Sonic 3, this is the stage I remember for whatever reason.
Oh, I fucking hate Sandopolis Zone. This is the low point of the game.
Oh. Well,
It's
then
not
why is it the one part that I...
Sandopolis!
Well, then why is it the one part that I, like, remember, and, like, remember enjoying?
Well, it's probably just because you hate Sonic.
It always,
And
like,
you tend to...
confuses me when we have, like, opposite opinions. Oh yeah, I remember
I think
this.
that's the thing. I like it when it's more Sonic.
Oh yeah, I was impressed
And
by
you like it when
the
it's less
rope
Sonic.
physics. I still don't understand how you could ever program something like that.
A.I.R, what the fuck? Sandopolis. Fuck off.
Sandopolis.
It's Sandopolis.
Sandopolis.
A.I.R, you darling little shit stirrer, I love you.
It's like, okay, Arrow, even I have to call you out on that one, Elfie says.
Aww.
Do 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 do. We keep getting a lot of good. We get a good amount of viewers for our Sunday streams, Bis.
Yeah, we do. That probably makes sense 'cause it's Sunday.
My streams in general have just been getting good views lately, though. I've noticed there's been a definite uptick. Like my stream on Thursday, like I was getting good viewers. Like usually my Link to the Past streams had been pretty quiet. Like people weren't really coming to those. Thursday. Are you sneezing?
No, I just realized a game I need to get you to play.
Oh, but yeah, so A Link to the Past stream on Thursday was actually had a good amount of viewers at it, and then Plants vs Zombies as well had been like a quiet stream, but then on Thursday I had tons of people there. So I feel like my stream is just doing well.
Okay, Elena, I can't remember. Have you ever played the Get Master System version of Sonic 1?
Yeah, I remember we briefly played it because it was included in Sonic Adventure.
But I mean the entire thing, and that was the Game Gear version, which is worse.
Oh.
Oh my god, we need to get you to play the Master System version, because you basically like Sonic when it's mostly Mario, right?
I mean, I guess. I mean, I didn't end up liking Sonic Lost World in the end very much.
I thought you liked Lost World throughout most of it.
No, remember? I only ended up liking it at the beginning, and then there was like many months between me playing it again, and then when I played it again, I got into most of the game was played that time playing it again. I was like, I kind of fell out with it.
Is that just because it got hard towards the end?
No, it just didn't feel very satisfying.
I'm glad that even the person who likes Mario-ish Sonic doesn't like it. Because Lost World's a lot of shit.
It kind of fell apart towards the end of it for me.
It actively weirds me out that people say, oh yeah, it was a mediocre game. No, it was just bad. Lost World was just bad.
I guess I saw a lot of potential in it at the beginning part of the game. Like a lot of those early levels I enjoyed. But then like the next 2/3 of the game I didn't like.
I mean, that's fair. I can kind of see that. I don't know. I feel like even the first level, it feels like dog shit.
I really enjoyed the first few levels.
You literally run forwards faster than you run side to side.
Okay. It's not a thing I would have noticed.
Okay, that's fair. Like, I
love the rope thing. The rope thing is so cool. I don't know why, it's just a little thing, but I appreciate it. It's cool.
It's almost a shame you're playing air then, because the rope takes half as long to happen in air, I think. Well, not half as long, but like, they sped it up. Because in the original version, it kind of took a bit longer than you'd like, because they were like, look, we can make it do a rope thing, look, we're technical now.
Yeah, it's cool.
And nowadays, people don't really care as much, so air's just like, okay, it takes
I still care. I like that stuff. Like, that's usually my favorite parts of things like this.
I usually just jump down, to be honest.
I like how he's even like he's repelling.
It is cool, but like, there isn't much interactivity with it. Like, you can't do it differently, you know?
I just don't even know how I don't understand how they made it work, especially on Genesis.
I mean, like, I don't know, it doesn't seem that difficult to me.
Also, it's amazing that I'm noticing that it's amazing that this is the same console as the first Sonic. It's like, this is like way, like the graphics are way more advanced, and so are just sort of the physics.
Yeah, this game is like partially pre-rendered, but like selectively.
Yeah, but still, like.
I know. I'm just saying, they
really knew how to do this stuff a lot better.
Elena, why'd you keep jumping?
Because earlier I had to jump to stay in this, so I thought I was gonna fall out the bottom.
No, you had to jump to go against the grain, literally against the grain. Like you had to jump to go up.
I thought I had to jump to stay in it.
Okay, well, I mean, no.
I thought gravity worked. You see?
The passive aggression.
Yeah, I didn't like stuff. I didn't like scary stuff when I was little. Like, I used to be. Apparently, like I used to be scared of all the Halloween decorations in the stores when I was little. I kind of remember that, but I mostly remember it because I was told about it. I was just mentioning that earlier on, was that there's all these silly things that I did as a little kid that I don't really remember, but I'm always reminded of them because my parents tell me about it.
God, I am like a little tired. It's been a long
there we
stream.
go.
It's like almost 3 hours.
Yeah, well, it's not as long as our stream of Sonic 2.
That's fair. I don't think we're
And
gonna.
we streamed Sonic Adventure 2 mods for longer than this too.
I don't know if we should try and finish the game in the stream.
Yeah, this one's a longer game. I didn't expect us to finish this one in one go.
Wait, okay, one second. How does stand up? 1 second. I don't even.
This-
Oh wait.
The next stream will be shorter, of course, because we're more than halfway through, I think. If I recall correctly. I remember this game much better than I remembered Sonic 2. Because there's only been one zone that I didn't remember. Which is a big difference from Sonic 2, right?
Mm.
Where I was like, what's this zone half the time?
Oh.
A secret. Not a very
A
exciting
secret?
secret, but... Well, I think I even remember what the boss is gonna be.
Guess. Go
Isn't
ahead.
it like a golem?
Yeah, it's a golem.
But not like Lord of the Rings.
It's a stone golem. There's a difference. There's a golem and there's a golem.
See if I can remember how to fight him. You have to push him, I think. So I should probably try and push him in the same direction each time, if I want to be smart. Oh, it looks like I have to hit him in the head specifically.
Hey, Elena.
Yeah?
I love you.
Why does Arrow say now throw the basketball into the Egyptian robot?
I love you, Arrow.
What is this in reference to? It sounds like a reference.
It's Horace.
Oh! That's right.
Come on, honey. You're
sorry, Horace.
HoraceFan69 at hotmail.com.
I've never had a Hotmail account. This is slander.
I'm pretty sure you've had HoraceFan69 at hotmail.com.
He died.
At Horace.
The boss died, Bis.
Hey, honey, can I give you a pro tip?
Wait, is this like the only boss in any of these classic Sonic games that is not a robot?
No, it's a robot.
But it's like an ancient, like stone golem being.
It's just
That lives in an
disguised
ancient-
to look like an ancient. It explodes when it hits the. It explodes like a modern robot, though.
Well, I didn't think that meant anything.
Okay, it's up in the air. It could be one way or the other. I choose to believe that it's just an Eggman robot, but in disguise.
I think it would be cooler if it wasn't.
Okay. I mean, I guess it makes sense because it's one of the only ones you can't destroy yourself. Arrow's like it's only ancient. 'Cause
I remember
Eggman
this
made it when he
stage.
was 2.
Eggman is 365 years old. Ghosts have been freed. So I have to keep the lights on or else they get angry. They get angry. The ghosts I have in Super Climb Up are kind of similar to this ghost. Or at least how it looks right now. Yeah, see, I
Oh,
remember
look,
this
honey,
stage.
It's pushing!
Pusheen?
No, pushing. Don't you remember the mechanic that this game has? Pushing.
Pusheen?
Yes.
Pusheen the cat?
When are they going to put Pushing the cat in Sonic 3?
As soon as you start modding it.
That's
To
too
put that
much
in there
effort.
for me.
That's too much effort. I don't want
Bis, I don't know how to get out of here.
to figure it out.
Yes, you're going to spumbus me.
I don't care, figure it out.
Or did I escape? No. Just found a secret. Told you I don't understand these looping parts. Oh, I did make it out. Ooh. Maybe we should call this good after we make it through this zone.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think after this zone we've got like 3 more, but they're like the hardest 3. So like they're gonna take the longest. Let me think, are they the last 3? Okay, what's inside here again? Because we've got Bingle Scramp Zone, Scrample Bing Zone, and Bing 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 Zone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about doing the 100% completion thing. Just because I've already done that on my own before. I don't need to do it again. Same with Sonic 2, I've already 100% completed that game before.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to show us the best ending on stream.
Why?
Because then your streams get the full. I kind of thought the idea was to show your streams the full Sonic classic Sonic saga.
That wasn't the idea I had.
Well, it's the idea I had, honey. And also then you do the second playthrough as Knuckles because his story, because is a different plot.
Oh, Sonic, no! I forgot that I had this thing going. I thought it was just going to be the little bringus that he usually does.
Bringus. Hey, honey, if I had a potluck, what would you bring us?
Well, what happened? Why is the thing not down? Oh, because I have to. Oh. This is a twofold venture.
Hey, honey.
Yeah?
If I had a potluck, what would you bring us?
Butt.
What do you mean by butt?
Butt lunch.
Could you be a bit more specific?
I can't be more specific than that.
Is it a lunch you feed to your butt, or is it a lunch made of butt?
Yes.
You can't. No, you have to say one or the other.
Well, it's both.
What? Oh, I'm so confused.
Good.
Wait, I'm so confused and tired and sad and cold.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't want you to be tired and sad and cold.
Oh, I'm glad you don't want me to be tired and sad and cold. It means a lot that.
Why does A.I.R say Bingo Highway?
Because I'm talking about Bingus.
Oh.
Oh my god, honey, we need to get. Oh my god, honey, we need to play Sonic Heroes on stream sometime.
How do I get out of here?
My head's spinning! Also, I think Arrow said Bingo Highway because I sometimes just say Corey Bringus for no reason, which is I believe the name of Tails' voice actor in Heroes.
Corey Bringus?
Corey Bringus. I think so. Like,
what's he gonna bring us?
Da 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 da.
Is this just a dead end?
No, you're supposed to use a switch to make that be open.
Where? I haven't seen a Switch.
Back somewhere. Well, I don't.
There's no Nintendo Switch.
Just go back until you find the Switch, rather than just bouncing into the fucking ceiling, accomplishing nothing.
I was saying Bing something zone when talking about the next zones. Oh, Bis was saying.
Oh, honey, you might know. Horror and ghosts, otherwise known as hosts.
Well now I'm just going back out this way. The heck?
No, you had to go and do the switch, and then...
There's no switch! I'm trying to find a switch!
I swear to god you walked past one. I could be wrong though, I could be misremembering, I could be tired, I could be sleepy. I could be ready for the
You could be weepy. Could be beepy.
I could be pee-pee.
And you are.
Why are you calling me pee-pee?
Because I know that's what you is.
That's
Deep down inside.
Why are you doing this to me?
Just speak the truth.
I'm not speaking.
Glitchley says I went past a switch. Well, instead I seem to have just found another way to get through here.
Yeah.
So, forget that whole thing.
That's the cool thing about Sonic Fairy and Knuckles, is there's so many pathways.
Are there any pathways though?
No. I
Sonic,
still
take a bath.
sometimes find new routes through this game, and that's really magical.
Well, this is not. It's not okay if Sonic can't take a bath. Sonic needs a bath.
How would you feel?
He's gonna be dirty and stinky. Dirty and stinky hedgehog. You need to put Sonic in a sink and make him float around like a little boat.
Sink the hedging.
Okay, now what?
Oh, sorry, I'm awake now. I don't know, figure out
Oh.
that shit. Oh yeah, you have to hit the sand nipple,
The sipple?
and then you get the sand lactation.
Oh. Why do you have to word it like this? I hate this now. This is gonna be perfectly fine. I wasn't going to have any issue with this.
Well,
You
now
had to refer
now
to it
you're
like that.
because you don't because Elena, if you're gonna hate everything else in this game, you might as well hate this.
Oh, I don't have to hit that. Oh, but do I have to hit this? These ghosts are going to cause me to die any moment now. Oh, thanks, Tails. Tails bailed me out at the last second.
Nice.
Thanks for being a bro, Tails.
A broales.
Brails. That's where the word braille comes from.
Oh my Elena.
It's because
Oh my
Tails was a bro and invented a braille.
Elena, I was watching one of those fucking Reddit compilation things, and somebody was talking about somebody they knew who was like, "Is there a way?" They were like, "Okay, so is there a way to speak to blind people?" They're like, "Is there a way of like clicking to do braille, but like verbally?"
Braille isn't a language. Oops. Braille is just a different way to write the letters.
I love this person's just like, how could I talk to blind
That
people?
reminds me of there was a thing about like playing cards for blind people. It was like, are there playing cards for deaf people? Can you make the cards for deaf people too?
It's just the exact same. It's
In
just
reverse,
they're
yeah.
the exact same. Except every single one of them just has for deaf
It's like people having a
written
brain
on it.
fart about like the logic of these things. Although that reminds me of when there's the drive-up ATMs that have the buttons done in Braille. So it's like who would be blind and coming to that?
To be fair, there could be somebody of bad eye. No, that doesn't make sense. I don't think you're allowed a driver's license of bad eyesight.
Yeah, bad enough that you would need to read using Braille.
Also, for the record,
Sounds almost trolly.
they did a very similar gimmick to this in Kirby 64 with the sound.
Yeah, I remember that. Well, I've never played that, but I watched Vinesauce play it.
How dare you not play Kirby 64?
Something on the table that I could stream sometime. Sometime. I ended up saying. I can't get up there.
Wow, Elena, I
There you
really
go.
am just fucked tonight.
Oh. And not in a good way.
Yeah, we just both said the same thing. I'm tired.
Bisley says, I like Kirby 64. Is it a debut of your second favorite Kirby character? Oomst. Stream Toho. I've never interacted with it as a franchise, but that's what I should do next.
Yeah, you should stream Toho.
We played one game of that was from Sage. I did not gel with it very well.
I'm wiggling my head to try and keep myself awake.
Yeah, we're definitely ending after this zone. Adeline?
Head wiggle.
Uh-oh, Bis. Literally says that Kirby 64 is Adeline's debut.
I'm gonna fucking kill you. Adeline was in Kirby's Dream Land 3!
That'll wake you up. We got this to argue.
It's not even an argument, I'm just right! I'm
to
objectively
point
right!
out.
Marx is fucking great, I love Marx.
Yeah, I like Marks. I'm boring. My favorite Kirby character is Kirby.
Oh. Oh, sorry, Glitch Lily. Oh, that's alright, Glitch Lily, sorry. I'm okay, I'm gonna be okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know you just forgot. Sometimes people get really fucking difficult and they're like, well, Adeline's name was translated differently in Dreamland 3 or spelt or shortened or whatever, and they're like, well, she was a different character in that game. And I'm like, no, they literally look the exact same. And in official, like, here's the thing, okay, is that the Dreamland 3 Adeline, right, okay, they put out an official guide to the mangakas who make the Kirby manga on how to draw her. And it looked the same as she looks in Kirby 64. Which, as far as I'm concerned, just confirms that they're the same character. Also, they look the same, have the same powers, and are treated the same, and are literally all the same in every single way, shape, and form. It's just one of them has a shorter version of the name, because it's like a nickname, it's a shorthand. But some people are like, well, they could be different characters who are just identical in every fucking way. And I'm like, no. Why would they do that? Why would they make two characters that are the exact same? Why would they? Wouldn't it be weird if in Super Mario Bros. 3 they were just like, this is Louis, and it's just Luigi, but like they don't bother putting the last two letters of the name in. That's a new character now. It's Louis. Oh my god, oh my god. I hope I can find it, but I did like a Photoshop once where I like took the promotional artwork of like Adeline from Kirby Star Allies, and I changed where her parting is, and I changed the color of her shoes. Yeah.
The other stone golem.
Yeah, to turn her into. Oh, you
but
missed it.
It's actually the Man of Egg. In fact, this is the one I was. Oops! I had the two things. Oh, I ran out of time. That's why I died. I had that timer.
Question. What would win in a fight out of Man of War?
I don't know how you expected to do that
Egg?
Stage faster than 10 minutes.
I mean, I do it fast.
What the heck? How? It's so long.
With my galaxy brain and my galaxy ass.
I had the two golems confused with each other. I thought that the first one was going to look like this. Well, I knew that you had to like push it, but I thought it was going to be this one. I didn't remember that there was a different one.
That's fair.
I mean, I remembered most of this game, so, and I remembered like most of what was going to happen here.
This is a cool boss.
Just like you. Well, because you are a boss battle in one of your games.
I really am. Because I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go fuck the player myself.
Or alternatively, you want the player to beat you up.
Elena, I'm trying to be tsundere here. Could you not give it away?
Trying to be what?
Tsundere.
I don't know what that is.
Tsundere means trying to hide some internal. Okay, so it's a fucking like manga trope, but it's like when you kind of want something or some sort of interaction of somebody, but you hide it behind pretending to want something else. It's like you're trying to be
you mean like a
hard-ass,
little
but
kid?
not really. I guess kind of like the most famous example. The most famous example is pretending to hate somebody because you love them. It's like, and the stereotypical line is like, "It's not like I like you or anything, idiot."
Oh, I remember this stage too. I remember hating this one.
Natsuki is a tsundere. Lava Reef Zone.
I remember having difficulty with this. I'm gonna exit. Do 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 do. Sega. So that's part 1 of Sonic 3.
Can you just look at your save file just to make sure it's there? I'm getting paranoid. And also, can you just
Well,
check
yeah,
how
it
many
was there
Chaos and Super
before.
Emeralds you have? Yeah, well, can you just look at it? Anyway,
There.
Natsuki's a tsundere. I'm famously a tsundere.
Oh.
I'm a tsundere. You're a tsundere. We're
Oh,
all
do you mean
a
Sunder?
tsundere. No, I mean tsundere.
Well, cause Gutchly wrote Sunder.
Not tsundere.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
because
why
I'd heard of that before. I'd never heard
that's-
it pronounced like that.
That's why you kept mispronouncing tsundere
Tsundere.
plain.
Sunder plane.
Yeah. Most words that are Japanese, when spelt in English, have an E on the end that's supposed to be pronounced as A, like anime. And Sasuke.
For some reason I never...
And Josuke.
For some reason I never... didn't know how to pronounce anime. Probably because I heard it said before I saw it written.
And Uke.
But I'd seen Tsundere written
And
before I'd
Sake.
ever heard it said, so...
Oh my god, I'm finding so many A's. Oh, well, that was a good
Super
fucking...
Sonic.
That was fucking good. Do you want to just look in the options menu?
Option? Sega!
Yeah, let's look in the options menu.
What if I increase the blurring? Oh wait, what if... Oh dang. It's a lot of
Increase the
scanline. Let's go to
just-
100% and see if it looks different.
And then just go on no save mode, just to go and get an idea of stuff. Also look at some of the other options, but I guess you've already gone to those.
Well, we already looked at the other option. There wasn't anything else. That's it. I still...
No,
Is
there
anything
was
different
other
with the
categories.
background?
Oh, are you serious?
It looks the same. What did they change? It's like still pixel art.
Oh, are you serious?
What's different?
It's blurred.
I can't... What?
It's
Doesn't
blurred.
look any different than 25%.
It's blurred!
Y'all seeing something I don't, apparently.
I mean,
I'd have to
even on
see...
stream,
I
can
can't,
see
like,
it.
make it change on the fly, so I can't, like, see the difference.
Does it look blurred?
No?
Also, this rock. Elaine, you see this rock? Push it. Push the rock.
What?
Oh, never mind. It's you've already run past it. There's a rock you could push, because pushing's a mechanic in this game.
Whoa. No. Window, please. This audio, visuals. Character rotation is smooth or original. I did notice it was smooth. Time
Yeah, it's
display
quite
extended. Speed shoes effect after images. Fast run animation none. Original or peel out. Flicker effect slightly smooth as original. Heavily smooth. Outrun camera. Extended camera. All this is fine. Sonic 3, the level layout has been changed? Oh, that must mean things like that boss that they added back in.
Yeah, I would not change any of this stuff at this point. Like, just keep everything the same as it was before.
So you can disable the ghosts.
You can disable the fucking ghosts.
Tweaks.
Oh yeah, it's infinite lives.
Western Tales? Well, we'll just leave it how it is for now, because it's
What the fuck
more
is
original.
Western Tales?
Yeah, wait a minute. What is Western Tales?
Oh, it's because in Japan they call
Japan
them
Miles. Oh, I see.
Because both names are canon, it's just in Japan they like to focus on miles.
Miles.
Okay, never say that to me ever again. I imagine it's because in Japan. Please don't do
That's Tails' voice. You're still Tails' voice. Yeah.
Elena, why are you determined to ruin everything I've ever loved?
Hey Sonic, what are we doing today?
That's it, Elena. I'm gonna get going. Anyway, it's been a fun stream, everybody. We'll see you some other time when we'll finish Sonic 3, and then we'll finally finish the classic trilogy, and me and Elena can go back to never playing Sonic games ever again.
We'll be back next week, and I'll do more of Tails' voice for you.
No, you fucking
I'll voice
won't,
act
otherwise
Tails
I
some
won't
more
be
for
here.
you.
I will not be here. I will fucking leave. I will walk out in the middle of recording. I swear to God.
You're gonna warm out?
Walk out, not
Oh,
warm
I thought you
out.
said you're gonna turn into a. You're gonna. You're just gonna do the worm out of the stream. You're gonna just across the floor.
I'll do the worm across your face. In a
Literally
minute.
says Tails versus Weber,
No!
which is worse for you. Your favorite though is I'm going to wear some booties today.
Okay, once again, I like that. I'm going to wear some booties today. Such a weird voice. I just love the idea that's how villagers sound. They all just sound like, I don't know, is it the Swedish chef from fucking Sesame Seed or something?
The Swedish Chef is from The Muppet Show.
Same shit, who gives a fuck?
Well, I do, cause I'm like cultured.
Yeah, you're cultured in poop, as Cassie would say.
Oh.
You see, Cassie would say it as a compliment, whereas I say it as an insult that you're cultured in poop.
Yeah, we'll play this again next week, and we'll probably finish off the game. And the recording seems to have worked just perfect, so I don't need to worry about if Twitch screwed it up again or not, because I have my own copy backed up.
Hell yeah, Brimble Bram.
So I may just sort of always do that now, because I don't. Literally says I will fight over Muppet info.
Yeah, you should come to my house and fight me over Muppet Info.
Yeah, I don't trust Twitch any. Twitch has broken its trust with me, or broken my trust with it. And
I have a feeling I'm gonna be. I feel like I'm gonna be forced to leave soon if I don't leave on my own. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm finishing up the stream now, so.
I'm gonna go.
See you
and
later,
just become a
Annie.
Have a nice night, Annie.
Yeah, see you all soon. I'm gonna be streaming again on Tuesday as usual.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be Doomsday again. We're gonna do Doom 64 and Doom Eternal. Wednesday is Animal Crossing, and Thursday is A Link to the Past and Plants vs. Zombies. So, and then Sunday will be this again, so same schedule. And then once one or more of those games get beaten, finished off, then I will switch to World of Goo and VVVVVVVV. Those are coming up next, so.
VVVVVVVP.
Yeah, bye-bye everybody, see you Tuesday.
Bye-bye, see you Tuesday.